Dust don't speak, but it listens close. Every step leaves a debt you owe. Steel and sweat in the burning light. We took what gleam, we called it right. Rails cut scars through thirsty land. Gold in our eyes, blood on our hands. Old songs buried under stone, but the ground remembers what we've done. Hear it hum beneath your feet, a heartbeat slow, a promise deep. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every name carved into the sand. The ground remembers, the ground remembers what awaits when gods don't stay down. Town lights flicker, engines cry. Faith so cheap, truth walks by. Prayers whispered, bullets pray louder. Hope tastes like dust and powder. We said the past was dead and gone, but it's been waiting all along. Every crack, every seam, something stirs beneath the gleam. Feel it crawl through iron and bone. This land won't let us walk alone. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every lie we tell to stand. The ground remembers, the ground remembers what rises when we take too much land. You can run, you can ride, you can bury it deep inside. But when the earth decides to speak, it don't roar, it reads. Low and slow the shadow grows. Not a beast, not a ghost, just the cost, just the cost. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every crown built down to man. The ground remembers, the ground remembers, and it's done waiting for command. Dust settles, but stone keeps score.
Hello. Hello. My name is Orpheus Quine, but you may know me as Andrew Burkham also. Some have called me their dungeon daddy. That has happened as well. And today I'm here to run episode 3 of our Daggerheart campaign for my friends. So this is episode 3. Episode 3, the what the ground gives up. In our campaign, The Ground Remembers, which is set in the campaign frame Colossus of the Drylands. So thank you, first of all, for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. If you're here with us live, we love to have you. You guys get some extra, a few extra perks. You get some extra, some extra bonuses for being here live. There are some interactive options. So if you look up above me, you can see that you can cheer. Well, hello, Emily. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You can cheer bits at the different characters. And every time you cheer bits at the characters, it goes towards a certain amount. Once they get to 100 bits, once that character gets to 100 bits, they get a charge on their meter. And you can see the meters below their portraits there. These will fill up just like that. And when they get 1 charge, they can trade that in. They can use that to get an advantage on a roll, which means they have the opportunity to roll a little better. When they get 2 charges, I should get some background music here. Hang on, slow up. I forget background music sometimes. Let's go. There we go. When they get 2 charges, they can trade that in for a hope. Hope is a special currency that that players can use to power up certain abilities that they have. And when they get 3, they get a special power-up power that only their character could do. So it's very, very exciting. Very, very good. So we are still waiting on one of our players. One of our players, unfortunately, has not shown up yet. So we are going to roll with what we got here. We're going to see how it goes. And we're going to get started. I was told that I should start by going through a little bit of where we've been. So we are set in the world of Colossus of the Drylands. It's a fantasy western desert setting. So you have all of your cowboys and your guns and your horses and all those things. But you also have magic, and you have elves and orcs and all of the sorts of things that you would find in a normal fantasy setting. So our 3 adventurers who have been traveling companions for some time now, last week they came to the town of Style Mesa that sits above the plains on a large mesa, on a large table mountain. And there are 2 great cargo elevators that get people up to and down from said mountains. And last week, just as they arrived at the foot of Style Mesa, getting ready to get loaded on these elevators, there was a tremendous earthquake. And one of the elevators fell immediately and shattered. The other one, that had about 50 people on it, started to shake and come loose from its moorings. And at this same moment, a number of large wasp-like creatures broke through the outer surface of the mesa. And not only were they large wasp-like creatures, but they also had crystalline growths that were protruding from their skin, from their carapace, in various different places. I don't see Silas. Did Gentry break the cam? Silas is not with us, unfortunately. Silas was delayed, so we're getting started without him, Chutch. But it's also possible that Gentry broke the cam. That could be. I hear that didn't go well last night. So our heroes last week, they did save the people from the wasps. They saved them from the falling of the elevator, and they got everybody to safety. They met a character named Benny, who seemed to be particularly appreciative of their efforts. And they met a gentleman named Eli Mercer, who is shaking down a small little monkey man named Flip Tallowtail, and he was accusing him of selling him some fake crystals. Our heroes in the first episode found some crystals that were like the Essentia crystals that power the magic. Question, do the bits reset after each stream, or do they cross over? Good question, Chutch. They cross over. So as you will notice, Riberto's bar is full. You can see actually below each of the character portraits this week, each of them does have three separate charges that I can turn on and off. So his currently is all 3 full, still from last week, because he didn't use them. The other 2 used all their charges, so they don't have any, but they can light up as well. So never you fear. They're there. And of course, remember that once we get to 1,000 bits, at any point during the stream, that tips my D100 table, and I get to add a little bit of something extra and special. Sometimes that'll be good for them. Sometimes it'll be good for me as the game master. So anyway, thank you. I'll let you continue. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and if you want to cheer any bits towards back, by the way, and I did the impossible. What impossible did you do at Terratex? In the upper left-hand corner, anytime you want to cheer bits at somebody, just make sure that you include their name in the bits message so that I can make sure that I mark it down. I talk to a woman like a normal person. I'm very proud of you. That's exciting. It's exciting. So after they saved a cute one too. Oh wow, that's even more exciting, man. That's good stuff. That's very good stuff. So after they saved the people from the elevator and met Eli Mercer. Eli Mercer, by the way, seemed to know something about certain special crystals, and he invited them to come and visit him once they got up to the top of the mesa. The elevator's being broken. It's going to take some time for them to get away back up to the top of the mesa. He invited them to come and visit him, cousins don't count, at his general store. He's the proprietor of the general store. And since they didn't have a place to stay, they went to the Golden Eddy, which is a riverboat casino that's parked in the river that runs just beneath the mesa. And they were going to go in, try and find a place for the night. Eli said that's where he was going to hole up. Benny said that's where she was going to hole up. It seemed like the place. They went, and they were told by the proprietor, also named Silas, actually, strange coincidence. But the proprietor, Silas Cole, in this particular case, Silas Cole, said that they could have a room on him, on the house, basically. Is this medieval time frame? It's not medieval, so it is a fantasy Western setting, Emily. Yeah, so it's got like cowboys and horses and stuff like that, but also magic and elves and dwarves and all that kind of stuff. So it's very cool. There's sharpshooters and guns and cowboy hats, but also orcs. So very, very interesting. So last week when we left off, good boy. I had to get back to Orphe. Thank you. I appreciate you. Last week when we left off with our 3 adventurers entering the riverboat. So now, Michael, who normally plays one of our characters, is not here with us this week. He said he would try and be back around this time, but they were out. The family was out. So we're going to get started without him. But let's go ahead and meet the characters, such as they are. Let's see. So at the top of my screen, the right-hand side of the top of your screen, you will see the everyone's favorite loincloth wearing, 5 foot tall, miniature unicorn horse riding, Ribbet brawler.
He also rides me.
I don't think that's not the kind of show this is. This is Riberto. Riberto, say hello.
Hello, how you doing? I am Riberto, and I am very buff, but also very short.
Short buff frog, as we all know.
Yeah.
Just below him, we have Silas. Silas is our itinerant demonic evangelist of the old gods, formerly a devotee of Kudamat, who is one of the forgotten gods, but now has forsaken the dark god for Shifu, the forgotten god of light and goodness, and is the only remaining knight of Shifu. And then last but certainly not least, we've got Billy, our lone gun sharpshooter. We don't know much about Billy or about his past, but we know that things have gone down. Billy, say hi. Perhaps he cannot say hi. Is he muted?
Yeah, you really.
You don't hear me?
Oh,
You're really
There, now you
You
did.
got that on
Okay.
good.
Oh, because you muted me, didn't you, huh?
Well, yeah, because you went to get
You
your
always mute me, huh?
you went to get your laundry, so I didn't want to just leave your mic open.
No, I'm muted. I was muted.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure. I don't know what kinds of things go on there while you're getting your laundry. I don't know.
My headphones don't reach that far, and I'm not bringing my headphones to the basement.
Okay, good.
I live on the 3rd floor.
Okay, that would be weird. So that's where we find ourselves this week. We find ourselves in the Golden Eddy, which is the casino riverboat that sits at the foot of Style Mesa in the river. And Silas Cole has just introduced you and said, here it is. And so picture, you've got this large casino floor, these nice rich red carpets. Everywhere around you've got lamps that are lit by Essentia. So for those of you who are joining us, maybe for the first time, Essentia is the magical crystal that powers all of the technology in this world. And when normal Essentia crystals that are mined, that are extremely valuable, they are they're a kind of a bright purple color.
Hey, he's here.
Oh, is he here? Let's see.
I believe so.
Hold on. Oh, I see him. Okay, hold on. Now I have to reconfigure everything. Hold on.
Everything is working.
Sorry, chat. This is a whole thing. It's a delicate balance making all of this happen.
Touching Discord is delicate.
Okay, Michael's fine. It's Rob that's the problem,
Isn't that how it always is?
right? Let's see. Let's see if we can find Rob. There he is. I see ya, boy. There we go. Hello, welcome in. Silas, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good. Oh, gosh. Oh, did we tip the table already?
Oh no!
We did. Chutch just sent 300 bits at Silas. So let's see. I'm going to fill
Heck
up
yeah.
Silas's charges. 1, 2, 3. So Silas is now at full. Let me trim Rob down a little bit here. There we go. He's got this really big head. Is the thing.
Church knows what Silas needs.
Chutch knows what Daddy likes.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
There we go. So we may get to experience, judgment again this week, like we did last week, which will be delightful. Gosh darn you, OBS. All right, here's that. Okay, that's good enough for government work, as they say. Okay, but the table has been tipped, so we need to roll. We got to roll a D100. So let's see. Do I have dice rolling on here? Let me see. I declare is judgment instead of judgment. I like that. That's delightful.
Yes, divine judgment.
Okay, it does.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
Okay, so that is a 56 is what I'm reading there.
Uh-huh.
I hope it's good.
Let's see. 56.
Holy.
It was last time.
It was really good last time. I think we would have died if it was bad last time. I think it saved us.
Okay.
At least me, anyway.
Perfect. Okay, so I know what this does, but I'm not going to tell you what it does until.
No, you can't do that.
I'm not going to tell you.
That's so mean.
Not going to tell you until such time as it shows up, and then you will know. I'm just going to mark that down. Excellent.
Question: what is the Daggerheart equivalent of the Tarrasque?
You know what? Hey, Ben,
We'll find out today.
That's actually something that you're going to find out very soon. So we'll just remember for that.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
No.
It'll be fine. Everything's good. So the three of you are ushered in by Silas Cole, not Silas Ashburnham, who is our Silas, the different Silas, the coincidentally named Silas. He ushers you in and says, here's the casino. and you see tables. There's a big spinning roulette table. There are, of course, poker tables all over the place. There's a large kind of buffet table that's set out there as well. There's a sort of dice game. There's a bar in the corner. There's a guy in the corner playing piano. Should I drink an Aliani or a Ghost? I don't know. I don't have feelings about that. Let's get a little bit of atmosphere going on here. There we go. We'll get a little bit of background music. Yeah. So.
Love it.
I asked George J. Yeah. So that's where you find yourself. You are in this casino. It's close to the kind of the end of the day, getting close to the end of the day. So what are the three of you going to do? What are your plans? What do you want to do in this casino?
Well, we didn't go to rooms or anything, right?
No, but you can. There are rooms that have been made up for you. Each of you has been given the key to your own separate room. You don't even have to sleep together.
I'm going to go take Fred to the room, because if you remember, he's on my back. Currently.
I do remember that.
I'm going to go take Fred to the room real quick and come back.
Perfect. Okay, you're going to take Fred to the room. When you get to the room, so you open it up, it's a nice room, maybe the nicest room that you've ever seen. It's got a window that views out to the outside. Really, really nice lace curtains. There's a little bedside table with an essential lamp that's got that signature purplish glow to it, and a nice large bed with comfortable sheets and big comforter and the pillows and the whole 9 yards. And on the bed, in the middle of the bed, there's a little box. Not a little box. There's a box, and there's a note that's on top of the box.
Is the box bigger than a bread box?
It is bigger than a bread box. Yes.
Okay. How big is a bread box?
Now, yeah, no one knows because no one's ever seen a bread box.
Before I grab the box, I look at Fred and I go, "Look, Fred, it's big enough for the both of us to sleep in this bed."
It is, yes, 100% between you, the small frog person, and your small unicorn horse. 100%, it is definitely large enough for the two of you to sleep in. Absolutely, that is true.
Wow. I'll walk into my room and just go, "Man, this is a small bed."
Right.
I guess I will read the note.
Yeah, the note says, "It says to the heroes of Style, or to the hero of Style Mesa, thank you for your help. Where would we be without you?" And it's just signed B with just like the letter B, and then there's a little heart down at the bottom. And yeah, and that's what's on the note.
I sniffed the note. Wait a minute.
No,
paper.
You sniffed the note?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the note's it's very perfumed. It's a highly perfumed situation.
Oh,
It
no.
is
Of course you did.
yep, it smells like roses.
You're not here. You're not supposed to say anything. All right. I opened the box.
You open the box? Yeah, inside the box there is a case. Like almost like a small suitcase, a very, very small suitcase. This is a magical item. This is a companion case. And this case can fit a small animal companion. Such as your horse. So when you go to put the horse inside of it, the horse shrinks down, right? And you can close this up, and while Fred is inside, the animal and the case are immune to all damage and all harmful effects. So it's basically a carrying case. It's basically a Pokeball. It's your own Pokeball.
So you have
for
a poodle.
Yeah.
For your little tiny poodle.
Exactly. Perfect. So that's where we have Riberto. What are the other two of you up to?
Me, I'm feeling a faint glow from one of the poker tables, which usually is some sort of sign that there's some divine need for me to go there. So I walk towards the table just to see what's supposed to be there for me.
Yeah. I love this. And at the table, the human woman who is dealing cards, she looks up And she says, well, howdy, stranger. You're new here. How can I help you?
I'm wondering what the buy-in is.
Buying? Oh, well, it's a pittance. It's a single gold piece at this table.
All right. Well, I think you should deal me in.
Get greedy. Get greedy.
How many of those do we have? How much money do we have?
So each of you has, if you look at your character sheet in Daggerheart, gold is, it looks like we're playing RDR2. Yes, kind of. The fantasy version, though. So in Daggerheart, gold is abstracted. So it's not like you have 100 gold coins or you have, 1,000 silver or whatever else. It's measured in handfuls, in bags, and in chests. So each of you starts with a handful of gold. So handful of gold basically just means a coin. Definitely not a problem. You can toss that out there.
Yep.
All right. So you're gambling there at the table, yeah. And as you're kind of playing cards, you're looking around at some of the other people. On your right, there's a propped up on a stack of books is a halfling. He's like 3.5 feet tall, so he's got to be on books in order to reach up to the level of the table. And he's kind of looking at you out of the corner of his eye. He seems to be a very friendly gentleman, and he says, "Welcome to the table, welcome, good friend." And he puts out his tiny halfling hand, and he says, "Orin, Puck Orin, at your service."
I hold out my hand, grab his, and say, "Silas Ashburnham, nice to meet you there, Puck."
Beautiful. And you're a very large person, right? As compared to, so it's kind of a comical thing. On the other hand, on the other side of you, is an elf, and the elf is about your size, and he's everything about him is very sort of straight up and down. So he's very kind of thin, and is gaunt around the cheeks, and he is just very rigid in the way that he comes off. He doesn't say anything to you at all. And then to the left of your left, so on the left-hand side, you see an orc, and the orc is a female orc. She's sitting there, and she is definitely giving you the stank eye. She does not seem to like you very much. Perfect. So you're gonna play a few hands of poker. Let's leave you for a second, and let's go over to Billy. Billy, what's Billy up to?
I think I'd just go straight to bed. I don't think Billy's much of a gambler, anything like that. Just make sure the horse is getting cared to correctly, and then.
Well, listen, hold on.
Nap time.
You gotta feed that horse.
You gotta feed that horse.
Gotta feed
the horse. Gotta be fixed. The horse gotta be fed.
That's right. You gotta feed that horse.
Yeah, some of us didn't protect our horses.
Some of us.
Okay. It's not my fault. No one wants to go near whatever that thing is. Even the bugs didn't want to touch that thing, dude. They don't want to catch whatever it has.
Yeah, it's called being too cool.
Hold on, we got
For school.
Exactly.
we got 100 at Billy.
200 actually.
We got 200 at
Yeah,
Billy.
Alley and Style, one apiece.
All right, we got 200 at Billy. Let's go. Let's mark on 2 there. All right, so we're at 3, 3, and 2. Perfect. Let's go to this one. There we go. All right. Let's take that off. Filter. There we go. All right, so Silas, you're at the table. Billy, you're taking care of the horses. They are. No, it's okay. The shout-outs, by the way, for those of you who are mods out in there, the shout-outs are safe. I turned the noise off. I'm so sorry that I forgot to do that last week. Don't worry about at all. Don't worry about doing the shout-outs, the standard shout-outs. They should work just fine. I'm working slowly but surely. I'll get all this stuff fixed up. All right, so Silas is sitting around the table. Let me put some other people around the table here with you too. Let's see. This is actually, this is going to be that orc person here. There we go. I don't know. This will be the elf. And this will be your halfling guy over here. There we go. All right, perfect.
Mutual puck.
Yeah, Puck, exactly. You've got Puck Orin. You have an elf whose name you don't know, and an orc whose name you don't know. Billy, did you go out? So, if you remember that there was a stable area that was outside the ship. So, did you go out to the outside then?
I would have done it however it was intended to have been done. As much as I love my horse, I understand that it is a horse and not a dog or something like that you would sleep in a inside bed with. As I believe horses prefer to sleep standing up, and also have different needs than people.
All right. Okay.
Horses will lay down.
They do that sometimes. I have seen horses roll around. It's very weird.
Excellent. All right. So we're gonna let's go back to Riberto in the room. So Riberto, anything else that you're doing in the room?
No, I just wanted to drop off Fred. I'm gonna go back out.
Okay. As you go to exit the room, give me I'm gonna ask you to give me a roll. And that roll is going to be an instinct roll. Give me an instinct. Let's do the first roll of the night. Give me an instinct roll. Let's see that instinct roll. What's it going to be?
It's a +2 as well.
Okay.
An 11.
11 with hope or with fear?
2 hope, 7 fear.
Okay, so that's with fear. Okay, delightful, as we like. So that gives me a fear token. And fear tokens, of course, they're a thing that I can spend whenever I want to make a GM move. Some of the adversaries may need that to fuel their powers, for example. So I have 2 fear at this time. Yeah. So, and I'm so sorry. The difficulty was a 10, so you definitely beat the difficulty. As you are passing by, so at the foot of the bed, there's a little bit of space. Then there's a desk, like a writing desk, and behind it, there is a mirror. And as you pass by the mirror, you think you just see something out of the corner of your eye. And for a moment, things get cold. You just get a little bit cold. And then as quickly as that feeling comes, it's gone. And you look around to see if there's anything, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Must have been a figment of your imagination.
Okay. I still feel slightly uneasy, so instead of leaving...
Sorry to interrupt. I think there's some audio issues, Orphe.
Oh, are there audio issues? What audio issues?
Test. At least I'm echoing, like, really bad on stream. Is anyone else?
I have no idea.
Chat would have to tell me.
I think you are too.
Muted. A little bit. I am a little bit.
Let's try this.
I just sound slightly echoey.
Let's see. Double Discord audio? Why would we
That's what it sounds like.
double Discord audio? That's weird. Hang on, let me check something.
I think it's us.
The distinct.
That would make sense.
She forgot to repair a hole in the audio.
Let's see. It's the same scene. Here's the weird thing. The scene hasn't changed. Like, it's the exact same scene we've been on the whole time. So, why it would be suddenly echoing, I do not know. Let me just check my routing real fast and make sure I don't have you pumped into 2 different channels. Here. Didn't echo when you were at the other setting. It's because you've got stone walls now. Yeah, that's weird, because all I did was I switched what was on my monitor to my left. Oh, you know what I wonder if I did? I wonder if I unmuted the stream. Ways. No, stream's not up over there, either. See, probably part of the issue. No.
Well, you're not echoing.
I'm not, right.
I mean,
Yep.
So it's something with us.
Could it be that I'm, the stream that I'm playing over my mic?
No.
No. Let's see. Let's see. Here, maybe let's see if what happens if maybe it's just you're just feeding through my speakers.
Could be it.
Let's see. Does that make any difference, guys?
Test. Oh no, it's still bad.
It's still bad. Why? Wait, yes, no difference. This is the exact same set of settings that I had
Stupid OBS.
earlier. Maybe switch the background back to test. I mean, I guess I can. So that's just a little behind the scenes. What you're seeing now is this is just a YouTube video that's looping, and the only difference is the other thing is the other thing's just a map. It's just a solid screen.
That did not fix it.
No.
Yeah, there's no difference whatsoever.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
So bad. And you had a filter on. Yeah, I mean the filter, but again, that's just a visual filter. That doesn't change anything. None of that's connected to the audio in any way.
Hash. Ooh.
You have to be coming through on 2 audio sources, or Discord had a hiccup. Well, if you if you were to look at my OBS, right, off the sound effects and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, wait, how does that make sense if you didn't have that issue earlier?
I mean, it's not a Discord thing, because like Orphe, I'm sure, is hearing us normally, or would have noticed.
Yeah, no, you sound completely normal. You're only
So
coming
it's-
through on one channel on. You're only
Yeah, I
coming
mean, you
through
don't
on one
have-
channel on OBS.
You don't have desktop and Discord, I'm sure.
No. I mean, so again, the mixing board only sends one. It only sends one mix out.
Yeah.
But I have the ability to mix that from the board itself. Any audio sources hidden? No, nothing. I mean, no, maybe.
Or looking at your OBS
What
with
is
the
this?
filter on.
PC audio. What's this?
Mm.
Mute that. All right, let's see. Apparently, I have an extra source. Somebody say something.
Fixed, allegedly.
Say something.
Here we go.
Say something. I'm
Oh.
giving up on
Okay.
you.
Interesting. Okay, so apparently an additional audio source got added to my to OBS that I don't know about. That means I can probably.
This is Gentry's fault.
Oh gosh,
That's probably true.
I'm very loud. Okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
Gentry did it.
All right,
Test
let's
for
see. All good now.
speakers.
Interesting.
Good.
Interesting indeed. All right. Well, thank you guys for helping me troubleshoot that. I appreciate it. Let's get.
Sorry to interrupt there. I forgot where we're at.
No, you're fine.
I was in my room.
Oh.
I had just seen something out of the corner of my eye and got cold. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Was that just Rob, or was that just Riberto, or was that all of us?
That was
feeling
just Riberto at that particular
Okay.
moment. Yeah.
So, with that being said, with me feeling slightly uneasy now, I was gonna leave my companion case in the room, but I'm gonna go back and grab it and then leave.
Okay, you're grabbing your companion case.
Yeah, just to bring it with me.
Okay, perfect. Quiet, because you're not talking to your mic. Got it.
What do you mean I'm not talking to my mic? I'm right here.
I know.
what
but
do
you
you
weren't.
mean?
I was looking at you. I'm like, you're looking down. I'm like, you got quiet all of a sudden, and then I looked at you, and you're looking nowhere
I don't
near your
know what
mic.
you're talking about.
What?
What?
We'll turn you up a bit. All right. Well, let's get back to this. Yes, exactly. Let's return to this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with OBS. The last couple of days. Last night it killed me, and then today it's killing me. But let's get back to the game. shall we? Yeah. So yeah. So that's where we find ourselves. So Riberto, you felt something cold, and then you said you were going to do something. You said, you're going to put the horse in the case and take the horse with you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So you package him up. You put him in there. As you put him in there, he shrinks down magically. You close the case over. He's as happy as a clam horse could possibly be. It's a delightful thing. So you now
When
have
did you become a clam horse?
Yeah, you now have a unicorn in a box. So what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna head back out to the gambling floor.
Nice. Very good. Very good. So you come back down onto the gambling floor, and you see Silas sitting at a poker table in one corner, playing some cards. You have the other fellow is not around. He's nowhere to be seen at this particular time. Yeah, and that's kind of where you are.
I was gonna walk over to Silas and see what he's doing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you walk over to Silas. Silas, Riberto approaches you. He's got a small briefcase like object in his hand. And Silas, we're gonna have you make a little roll here to see how we're doing at the thing. I'm gonna ask you to make let's see. What do you think, Silas? Is Silas is he a bluffer? Like what's the strategy? What kind of strategy are you playing with?
I would say just relatively straight-faced. I avoid bluffing when necessary, but I'm good at not giving away tells.
Okay. All right. Then we'll have you make an instinct roll to see how well you're doing.
Okay. Got a 16, 10 hope, 5 fear, +1.
So 16 with hope, good. So you go ahead and take a hope. And yeah, as you come up on Silas, Riberto, it's obvious that he's doing pretty well. He's been playing pretty good. He's got a pretty good set of chips in front of him at this point. And the orcish lady who is to the left of his left seems to be doing not so well. Her pile of chips is diminishing a little bit. And yeah. That's it's not looking so great.
So I want
that horse.
So they're actively like playing a hand right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I walk up next to him, and I look at his hand, and I like proceed to like look around the table. I'm like, "Hey, what's this game? I don't know anything about it. Hey, those 2 aces in your hand, are those good for anything?"
You're saying this to Silas?
Yeah, I'm saying it out loud, like just around with everyone around.
Are you? So are there actually aces in his hand, or are you just saying that?
Yeah. I see aces in his hand. I'm like,
He's
hey,
dumb
what are
enough
those?
that there
Yeah,
are two
I'm not very bright about it.
He's got no idea.
That's beautiful. That's ideal. Everything about this is ideal. The orcish lady pushes her chair away from the table, and she says, "I knew it. I knew you were cheating." Emily, to answer your question, it is not currently possible for the players to use the dice roll for stream. They need to use the rolls that are on their character sheets, and because of the limitations of the system right now, there's no way to make those visible on stream. It's something that we will fix by and by, but it's not something we can do right now. Perfect. Yeah, she pushes her chair back away, and she says, "I knew you were cheating." And she goes for what might appear to be a weapon.
What did I do?
Perfect.
Why are you so angry? He's playing the game, isn't he?
She says, I knew you'd had somebody spy on me. I knew somebody had been watching my cards. Now I know how you've been doing it." And she pulls the revolver out, and she aims it at Silas. And the dealer's like, no, you can't do that. Not in here. Put that away. But the orc kind of just straight arms her and just pushes her down. The dealer goes down across the chair, and then you just hear people. All of a sudden, everybody's getting up, and there's like guns are coming out all over the place. Oh, we got George. George came out.
Right
as
before,
soon as a fight starts breaking out, as soon as I hear it, I think I would start going out to see what's happening. Like
right before,
gun draw.
I was gonna say, right before Michael gets up, I like whisper to him, I'm like, "This is a really violent game you're playing."
So Billy, what's your plan here?
I'm just gonna say, like, as soon as I hear this commotion, I will exit my room that I imagine is somewhat adjacent and proceed to where the conflict is.
You went to your room. Sorry.
I think, yeah, I probably would have
Okay.
either went to
perfect.
my room or just been coming back from the horses, maybe.
Got it. Let's leave this scene for a second then and just jump up to your room. So as you go into your room, you notice there is also a box on your bed with a note on it.
Okay, well, I don't sniff the note, but I'll read it.
Yeah, this is a small box, almost like a jewelry box. And the note just says, "Thanks for your help out there. You really came in handy," and it's signed B with just a B.
Okay. Wonder who that is. And then I guess I'll open the box.
Okay, so you open the box, and inside it there is a tiny stone that is set into it's set onto a chain. So it's a stone that you would wear around your neck. And there's a little sheet inside of it that says this is a glamour stone, and you can activate it to memorize the appearance of someone that you can see, and then you can spend a hope to magically recreate this guise on yourself as an illusion. So this is basically,
That's pretty cool.
this is a stone that you could use to make yourself look like somebody.
I will toss it in my pocket, and then I guess back to scene. Is it like a necklace?
Yeah, it's like a necklace. Yeah,
Okay,
it's on a chain.
Yeah, I'll toss it in my pocket and go back down as soon as I hear the commotion.
Love it. All right. Perfect. Yeah. So you come, and there's just it's just a standoff, right? There's guns drawn on every side. People are tense.
I will also drop my guns.
You draw your guns as well. Okay. Perfect. Silas, what are you up to? What's your situation?
I just roll my eyes. I say, "Sweetheart, you notice that smell only just started to happen here when this fool walked in? Okay? Nobody's been spying. There are 4 aces in the deck, which I have 2 of. Ain't nobody cheating here. Just sit down and let's keep playing some cards."
I love this. Make a presence roll, and the difficulty on this is going to be 15.
When he said that, I'm like, "Hey, I'll have you know, I showered like 3 days ago."
Once. Oh, you have 3 charges?
10, 9
Yes,
plus
sir.
1 for a 20 with hope.
20 with hope. Awesome. Get your hope. And awesome. So she like looks at you, and then she kind of just shakes her head a little bit. She leans over the table, says, "I'll be watching you." She puts the gun away. She sits back down, and everybody kind of goes back to like everything cools out a little bit. Everything goes back to kind of normal. Everything's pretty good. Yeah. So anything else that the 3 of you guys are doing in that situation? You going back to playing cards?
I think I will loiter around since I know there might be conflict, but I probably won't participate in gambling.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're just walking around. You see various different people, right? People of all different kind of walks of life. There's some dwarves. There are a couple more orcs. There are a few elves. Some humans. You see at least one clank walk through. Clanks are the robot people, and so you see at least one walk
Clankers.
through. Kind of sooty. Looks like maybe it's dressed in working clothes, and it just kind of walks through the casino and moves out towards another area. But nothing else in particular really catches your eye. Make an instinct roll for me, with a difficulty of 12. Billy.
Who?
Billy.
Okay. Oh shoot! I have too many types of. Okay. Instinct. Boom. Do I get Flyborn advantage?
Not on this one. Nope.
Okay. Instinct. Roll. 7 hope, 5 fear for 13 because I have a +1.
Okay, so it's a total of a 13, which succeeds.
13. With hope? Do I get hope, right?
You do get a hope, absolutely.
Okay.
And you are walking by, and you're looking kind of across the room at one of the roulette tables that's on the other side of the room, and realize that the color filter on this thing. And as you look across, you notice that one of the people who's sitting at that table, all of a sudden, like when his breath comes out, it's like a little bit of a mist. Like it's a little bit of a fog that comes out, almost like you would do if the air was cold outside. Yeah, and then it's just gone. Like as soon as you see it.
And I have no idea why this is happening.
Nope. This is not something that you've seen before. This is a new thing to you.
Is this guy like in the room with them or like out of the room?
The guy that had the weird breath?
Yeah.
No, he's just sitting at one of the gaming tables.
All right, I will proceed to do absolutely nothing about it.
Okay.
Just keep that tucked away.
Got it. Okay. Very, very good. Let's see, Silas. Let's have you make another. Instinct roll to see how you're doing it at the poker table. See if you're up or down here. We're gonna make. We'll crank the difficulty up a little bit on you. We'll make this a difficulty 15 as well.
While he's doing that,
17 with fear.
17 with fear. I like this fear part. That's delightful. Okay. Yeah. So you're still doing great, man. In fact, you're up another full bag of gold at this point.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you're winning left and right, and the orcish lady, she is getting more and more unhappy by the minute. She is not pleased with this turn of events at all, but she's not. She hasn't like stood up. She hasn't gotten out of the way. Hasn't made any additional threats or anything like that. Riberto, what do you got?
well, for the few minutes while he was playing, he's doing well, but I've been like badgering him, like asking him how it works. Like, I don't understand. You make money from playing with this, and you just do things that, like, make cards. And I start walking around the table, and people get like mad at me. They're like, "Quit looking at our stuff." I'm like, "Oh, sorry. I just don't understand."
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I eventually dawdle off and just start walking around.
Perfect. Yeah, as you go to walk around, you almost run headfirst into Flip Tallowtail, who you may remember was the monkey man, the Simia, the little short monkey guy who was being shaken down by Eli Mercer the last time you saw him. And he almost runs into you and says, Oh, excuse me. And then he looks you up and down. He says, Oh, you're the gentleman that saved my life earlier today. I can't thank you enough.
I look around at first, like, gentlemen. Oh, you mean me? Oh.
Yes, certainly, sir, certainly. Flip Tallowtail. He holds out his hands to you. And it's just that monkey hand, right? You know, it's just that monkey paw. It's got like the long fingers and the sort of thumb that kind of wraps around.
I reach out to shake his hand, but I'm too strong, so I like pick him up off the ground as I do it. And I'm like, hi.
Right. Yeah. It's like a full lift off the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa.
I remember you. You were getting bullied by that big mean guy. What's going on with that?
Oh, well, sir. He says, he kind of dusts himself. He says, that's quite a grip you've got there, sir. He says, well, I don't like to speak to other people's business in public, certainly, but, you know, I had a business deal with this gentleman, and it didn't go the way that he wanted it to, and he seemed to think that was my fault.
Well, you know what they say about business.
No, What do they say about business?
I don't know. I thought you'd know. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, that's why he's in business.
right. And there's just an awkward moment. It's like nobody knows exactly what to
I'm
say at
just
that
staring
point.
at him like
Yeah. You're staring at him, and he's like waiting for you to say something, and he's just kind of
trying to look me in the eyes, but both eyes are like over here.
right. Yeah, he can't look you straight in the eyes because he's like turning kind of to one side and then to the other side, and he's got these little round glasses that are on his monkey nose, and it's like he keeps kind of adjusting them. He says,
Well, anyway,
yes. Anyway, once again, you have my thanks, my great appreciation, and if there's ever anything I could do for you, consider it done, sir.
hmm,
And with that, he kind of just again, there's like another moment of awkward silence, and then he just sort of like monkeys off around you and off towards the
okay,
towards the buffet table.
I'll think about it. Bye.
Excellent. The night rolls on, and as the night rolls on, you realize there's in one corner of the area, there is kind of a stage area, and you look up and you realize that the lights are starting to dim in the place. Oh, we got 500 bits coming. What is going on, George?
George.
So, as the lights go down, a light comes onto the stage. And as it goes onto the stage, you realize that Benny has taken the stage. Oops. My apologies. Benny has taken the stage. And she has a completely different outfit on. So before, when you saw her, she was in kind of plain clothes, kind of a lavender dress, I think, with, one of those small hats on the top. And now she's dressed completely differently. She's dressed in this extravagant dress. Think about this kind of wild western. And she steps up onto the stage, and a little ribbet man comes up. He's a smaller ribbet. He's not, the size of, the larger size ribbet, such as Riberto is. And he brings up what appears to be a microphone. And he sets it out in front of her. And the room kind of gets to a hush, and she starts singing. And we're going to listen to that song while Atiratex does his thing. Have it, I promise. And we're you did a thing. And we're going to take just a second. We're going to take just a moment's break. So please enjoy this song while we take a moment's break. We'll be right back at
Your secrets well, locked them down beneath the dust and shell. But I've got patience, honey, I've got time. And patience always finds the sweetest mind. What the ground gives up, you better take it fast. Pretty things don't keep, and nothing good will last. So I'll drink it down before the tide comes in. What the ground gives up, I'm taking it for me. Folks around here pray to what's below. Light their candles for the things they don't know. Me, I don't pray, I just follow the vein. Some call it blasphemy, I call it gain. What the ground gives up, you better take it fast. Pretty things don't keep, and I'm taking it for me. Oh, the preachers say the earth will have its due. Let the preachers say whatever preachers do. I've seen what sleeps beneath this cracking clay, and I intend to be long gone that day. What the ground gives up, I'll take it to the last. Pretty things don't keep, and nothing good will last. So raise your glass now before the night comes in. What the ground gives up is already mine. Already mine. Dust settles, darling, but the gold is mine.
All right. Thank you for that little break, guys. We had some laundry that had to get done and things like that. Tell Cowboys I said hi. And chat, I'm just going to remind you, coming back from our break here, I apologize. I know that this is not our normal kind of stream. I know that normally if you're used to my Sea of Thieves streams or my other things, usually I'm really super interactive with the chat. Because of the nature of the role-playing game that we're playing, I'm going to be mostly buried in the story. So if I don't respond back to you, please don't think that it's not because I don't love you. That is just that's the kind of stream it is. We're here to tell the story, and I want to make sure that the story gets my attention. So my apologies, folks. Let's get right back into it. So Benny concludes her song, and there's just thunderous applause all the way around, and she kind of waves, and then she steps up and she says, "All right, folks, now y'all have a good time. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'll be back later on." And she goes back through the curtain and back into the background, and people go back to playing their things. The night goes on, and it starts to get pretty late. How long are you guys going to stay out? What are you guys thinking? Are you going to retire to your rooms, or what are your thoughts? Nope. Sorry. This is me being muted myself. Benny concludes her song. Thunderous applause. She says, "All right, everybody, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be right back after this," and she goes back into the curtain. And then the night goes on. It gets dark. People start getting tired. People start wandering out of the casino back towards their rooms. And Benny comes back and does a few different sets, always to great applause. People are very excited to see her and what it is that she's doing on stage. She's very talented and very captivating in a way that's almost unnatural, you would say. So the three of you guys, again, it's getting late. What are your plans? Are we turning in?
Well, I like to think first, because I accidentally made a pass at her earlier, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
When she was first singing that first song, I heard it, and I turned around and I went right towards the stage and was kind of just watching.
Yeah, like at the foot of the stage area?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so as she's singing her song, she looks down and she absolutely knows that you're there. And she gives you a little wink, right? And and so during the few other times that she comes out through the course of the night, she always acknowledges you whenever she comes to the stage. I'm going to take a moment just to answer that question from Style. She says, what if you decided to shoot and kill Benny earlier, like before she could sing her song? Is that a thing you could do in D&D? Absolutely, right? Listen, this is Daggerheart. You can do anything, right? So if that character was no longer there, the story would adjust around it, right? So there you have it.
Nothing to stop
In
me from
fact-
punching everybody I saw.
In fact, if you were watching the Discord this last week, I actually put up a poll, and if you're in the Discord and if you go to the polls, you can actually vote, and you can also have a hand in what happens in the story. So yeah, that's a commercial for another time. But sorry, please go ahead. So what what are y'all gonna do?
I'm feeling like the night's getting a little late, but I'm also still feeling like I should have been at this table, and I don't know why. So I'm wondering if Frog Boy and his stench and idiocracy is the reason why nobody here at the table's talking and nothing's going on. So I call the waitress over and I order a round for the table to see if that helps loosen some lips.
Excellent. I love it. Yeah. So she comes around, she's dressed in the full kind of Wild West cocktail, the red dress. She's got the hair all done up in the thing, right? Still long skirt, right? We're modest, but you get maybe just a hint of stocking underneath that, and very, very made up face. And she says, of course, I'll take good care of you. And she goes out and gets the round. She puts the drinks down in front of everybody. The halfling to your right is extremely cheery at this point. He's also extremely drunk. That's the other thing about him, is this is not his first round that he's had, and he is 3 sheets at this point. So he says, thank you to and he raises up the glass and he kind of sloshes some as he is, to our great benefactor. Let us hear his praises. And then he just kind of slumps over. But still holding the drink up very much. He never drops a single drop. And even the orcish lady seems to be a little bit more amenable to you at this point. So things have eased. Tensions have eased a little bit at the table. Silas, I need you to make an instinct roll for me. This is a difficulty 12.
Instinct roll. 20 with hope.
Awesome. So take that hope. And
Jeez.
you look, as you're looking across the table at the chair that the orc is sitting in, behind it, just for a moment, you get just a glimpse of something blue. Something blue, and it seems to be in motion, and then it's gone. Right? And as you see that blue thing, you notice that the orc woman, her breath comes out in just a mist.
Wait, the orc woman, not the outside guy?
This is a completely different part of the casino.
Oh, there's something in the air.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
What?
It's a song. It's a song. I can feel it. No. Okay, no. We're not.
I don't know that song.
How we're doing?
I was like, what?
Yeah. No, this we're not doing. This. Oh Lord,
Okay.
no. I can feel.
Nope.
No, it's. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Okay, fine. We're not doing old songs. This is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I know some old ones, but I don't know that one.
Well, you know what? I can't help you then. Yeah. So anyway, so everybody drinks their drinks. Silas, anything else you'd like to do before you turn in?
I just look around at everyone and think, this is a great place. There seems to be something a bit magical about this steamboat casino here. Has anyone else kind of felt that way? Are you guys regulars from around these parts?
And the halfling fellow who's sitting next to you, he says, "Oh no, not at all. No, lads, no. I've come all the way from Willen's Gulch, and I wanted to see the mine because the mine in these parts is supposed to be the best mine for getting Essentia, but they closed it. so I can't see it. But what's a fella supposed to do? Figured I might as well go ahead and make a few lucky coins while I'm here. They're magically delicious.
Why the Sam Hill would they do a dumb thing like closing up the mine?
He says, well, I don't know.
The elevator going down?
No. No.
Okay, not.
This was months ago. Months ago, they closed up the old mine. They had to start a new mine. And he says, and the elf that's sitting at your left there, the very kind of prim and proper elf, he kind of mutters under his breath, and he says, people should not talk about things that they don't understand. And the halfling absolutely does not understand, does not hear a single word of that. And he says, yeah. He says, I don't know what it was, but what I do know is that it's closed, and they got a new mine, and the new mine's not as good as the old mine. So what are we going to do?
I turn to the elf and I say, well, you seem to have some understanding. Maybe you could enlighten me just a little bit.
He says, I'm not sure an outsider like you would understand, but suffice to say that the mine that was the heart of this town was purchased out from under the people. And as a result, the city's resources are dwindling, and we are forced to mine in suboptimal fashion.
Might I inquire as to who bought the mine?
And he looks at you and he says, if I knew that, I might tell you. But unfortunately, no one seems to know who it was. It was a private purchase, from what I can tell. Yes.
Lore question. Is there like a black lung for Essentia?
No.
Like with coal mining?
Yeah, no, it's a good question, but none that you've heard of, right? There doesn't appear to be any deleterious effect to mining for Essentia, other than the fact that, it doesn't
mine
grow
collapses.
Mine stuff.
Yeah.
Mine stuff.
Okay, so they haven't figured it out yet, but it's definitely a thing.
Right, 100%. We agree.
I look over at the orc lady. Are you, my fair madam? Are you from around these parts? Is this anything that you've heard about?
It's not that it's any of your business, but no, I'm just passing through. I'm on my way out west, and this was the only place to stop. As soon as I can be out of this backwater, the better I'll be.
How close am I to this poker table?
I don't know. You tell me. How close are you to this poker table?
Oh, no.
Well, she says that, and I'm like, yeah, it's because you're bad at card flippy.
Oh, jeez.
Because I don't know what it's called.
Hit her with the mad 'cause bad.
Because I don't know what the actual name is.
My fair madam, if you wanted to take out that pistol and give that man another hole, I don't think anyone at this table would stop you.
And she looks at you, and she kind of looks down at Riberto, and she seems to think about it for a second, and then she thinks the better of it, and she says, No, I think it's time for me to cash in and get some sleep.
Yeah, I turn around and I go. And she says that.
And she just.
So if she goes for a gun, I'll try to quick draw her.
She definitely doesn't go for a gun. She just, I think by this point, she seems to have figured out that Riberto is an idiot. It's not that, right? At first, it was like, oh, this guy, the demon man is too good at cards. He must be cheating. This must be his accomplice. But now she's been around Riberto long enough, and she kind of, she gets what's going on.
He's the special case that he's just helping out with.
Yeah. And so she just kind of sweeps her chips up off the table and shakes her head, and then she goes off to the cashier to cash out for the evening. And it's not too long after that the the halfling gentleman, whose name I have written down someplace. The halfling,
Man.
yeah, no, Puck Orin. Puck finally kind of stumbles his way out, and he as he goes, he climbs down off of his mountain of books, and then he sort of goes to clap you on the shoulder, Silas, except that he's 3.5 feet tall, and so instead he kind of claps you on the elbow a little bit. He just gives you that elbow pat, that sweet elbow pat, and he says, "Good night, lad. You're a good sort. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you don't end up like the miners that were in that mine when they closed it down." And then he just turns around and he stumbles off and away.
Go with the light, Puck.
All right.
No, don't follow the light. Don't listen to him.
Don't go into the light, no!
Not into the light. That's different.
I turned to the elf man and I asked him, Do you know what he's talking about with the workers in the mine?
He says, once again, not that it's necessarily any of your business, but I suppose since you seem to desire to know all of the details about all of the business in town, he says, he refers to the miners that were in the mine when the mine was closed down. It was closed suddenly, overnight, and with workers still on shift. And some of those workers have never been seen again. As he says this, I'm going to spend a fear, because I haven't in a while, and I just miss it. I'm going to spend a fear. Suddenly, the ground beneath you begins to shake. Everything starts to shake. And
The boat.
the boat, yes, the boat begins to shake. The floor of the boat begins to shake, and things are quaking, and bottles start falling off of the bar and crashing. There is just this up and down sort of rolling of this boat as you can feel the river that's churning underneath you. You hear this low rumbling all around, and I need all of you to make an insight check. Difficulty 15.
Insight. Which one's insight?
Insight. Sorry, dice. Instinct, not insight.
Ah.
Wrong system.
Instinct, difficulty 15.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a whopping 7 with hope. Do I get a hope for that?
You do get a hope. Yep. It is a failure with hope.
I got 7 hope, 10 fear, plus 2, 19.
Okay, 19, but that's with fear, so I get a fear back. Okay, perfect. So you succeed, and then Silas, how about you?
19 with fear as well.
19 with fear. Delightful.
Hey.
All right. Billy, you had a saddlebag. Do you have that on you? Did you leave it in your room?
It was completely ripped, right?
It was torn. Yeah, it was torn.
Like a non-functional torn, or like it's a little torn up, but it'll still work fine.
A little torn up, but it'll still function. Yeah.
Since it was, I think I'd just leave it in the room since it was clearly the problem last time.
Okay, perfect. And that was, as I recall, that's where you had the crystals, right? The dark
Yeah,
crystals.
it is. Yeah.
The dark
The
crystals.
totally not suspicious dark crystals that probably aren't doing anything at all.
In no way suspicious. Just wanted to make sure.
In no way suspicious. Just clarifying, you know.
Silas and Riberto, the two of you hear a sound that's like a high-pitched, almost a scream, not like a human scream, but just like this high-pitched screaming sound that seems to come from lower down in the ship, like under the ground where you're at, right? And then as all of that happens, as quickly as it started, it stops. All of the shaking stops.
God.
There's no more sound, no nothing.
Well, since I failed my insight check, I guess I'll do it. Well, seems fine.
Yeah, well, I mean,
We should probably go check that out.
You're so distracted by the fact that there's very clearly an earthquake of some kind going on You didn't really notice the sound. It was very, very faint. In fact, nobody else seems to have noticed it either. It seems to be strictly Silas and Riberto that have noticed it.
So while it was happening, I'm just like shaking, like. Ah!
Yeah. You're and like the
should probably check
chandeliers
on
are
that.
going. It's one of those like you're grabbing onto like a chair. You grab onto a chair for for stability, but then the ground is vibrating, so like the chair is like moving across the floor, and so you just see Roberto. He's just like doing a conga line with this chair across the floor as it like shakes across the floor, trying to hold on to it. Yeah, but everything's back to normal. And there you are. And that seems to kind of break up the party a little bit. People are like shaking their heads and they're like, they seem to be getting ready to go to bed.
Is that the sound we heard?
Wait, what do you say the sound we heard? What?
Nothing.
I just go over to Silas and I'm like, we should probably go check on that.
I give him a nod. I scoop up my chips. I look over at the elf and say, I didn't think I caught your name this whole night, my good sir. My name is Silas.
And he says, well, if you didn't catch my name, it's probably because I didn't give it to you. He says, but again, since you seem
What a
to
jerk.
be insistent upon knowing everyone's business, if for any reason you need to find me again, you may seek Jesper Tall.
Jesper Tall, it was nice meeting you. You go with the light, good sir.
It was a pleasure, he says, and he nods a little bit to you, and then turns around and heads back towards the stairs that would lead him back upstairs.
All right.
I whisper to Silas, I'm like, so did you win at card flippy?
Yes, Frog Boy. I won a card
Hey!
tonight. Now, why don't we go see what that sound was? Because it seems that you and I are the only ones who heard something.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll go with them. Keep him out of trouble.
So the three of you are going down. Are you gonna go try and find the source of the sound there?
Yeah, I was thinking we
Yep.
go down.
Okay. Yeah, there's a staircase, right? So there's a staircase that goes up to where your rooms were. So your rooms are on the level that's above. So insofar as you can tell, the steamboat that you're on, it seems to have 3 different levels. There's this level, which is the main level of the casino, and then there's the deck above, which is where your rooms are, and then there's another deck above that, and you're not exactly sure what's on that. But there's there's the one staircase that goes up to your rooms. You haven't really seen any staircases that go down.
That is where the water is.
That is where the water is, right? You're a little above the water line here. That's true. But so you're probably gonna if you're gonna look for something that goes down, below decks, you're probably gonna need to dip into the what we would think of as more of the employee only areas. So so
They're
how
strictly labeled?
so there is a set of doors at one end of the casino that you have seen the waitresses come in and out of as they are bringing different foods and different things to the table. There is some food that's being served here. Certainly there's a large banquet table that's been refreshed. You notice people coming from that particular direction. If you had to make a guess, you would guess it's likely a galley of some sort.
That door.
And
We can use
based
that
on
one.
seeing the boat from the outside, that wouldn't fit. It'd have to be like a downstairs kind of thing, or
No, it's most likely on this same deck that you're
Okay.
on. Yeah. Yeah, the casino floor is large. It's probably most of that main deck, but it's definitely is definitely room for other rooms on that same main deck.
What about that door? And they just point at him.
Billy, you're the one who has a bit more experience in stealth. You tell us where we need to go so that we don't get caught.
well, I have no idea why we're going anywhere.
I grab him and I go, listen, we heard a loud noise that apparently no one else heard.
I was like,
So we
well,
gotta go
clearly
right
it wasn't that loud, frog boy.
Typically, I would agree with you, but I heard it too.
See?
Well, we can investigate this not very loud noise. Where did it come from?
Excellent question. We don't know.
Well, why do we care about this noise? What kind of noise was it?
It came from below deck.
Below deck. Can we do
That's
any
where
kind
we
of
need to go. We need to
insight
get
into
below
the door?
deck, but we need to get below deck.
Are there
without
other doors that are employee
getting
only, or
kicked
is this
out.
the only?
So there's that door, right, that you would know as employee
Mhm.
only. There's also a door that you've seen various different people go towards, not just employees, but also certain patrons that seem to be dressed especially nicely. That might be like a VIP area of some kind. In addition to that, you have the backstage area that Benny came in and out of when she was doing her sets. And then there seems to be a door that maybe might be an office of some kind. There might be an office door of some sort.
I feel like we should go for the one that the well-off patrons go through, if I had to guess, because the servers are going to be crawling everywhere, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" The office is probably a single room. The stage seems like it would just be a storage room. Maybe not. I don't know. Do we want to go for the well-paying patron one? Is there like a good flow going in there, or is it just like a trickle?
It's just been
Here's-
it's been a very few people throughout the course of the night. It has not been, it's not a hasn't been a regular, every once in a while. And there is Milo. You might remember the orcish bouncer that was kind of met you when you first came onto the ship. Milo is posted up at the door there, and so when he's been letting people in, he's actually been letting them in. So it's that whole sort of velvet rope thing, right? Where he kind
I see.
of takes the rope off and they go through and then he puts the rope back in. That's that sort of thing.
There's no sneaking in that without. Is there one nearby who have I seen one go in?
Have you seen a person go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, throughout
Let's
the
say like a
course of the
few
night.
hours ago.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
seen a few people go in throughout the course of the night.
So I
Maybe
could use Mimic
4.
Gym.
You could, yeah. Of course. Yeah, in
So
fact,
my thought is, can Billy's rock that makes him a disguise, is that a one person only thing?
it is. Yeah, that will only work
It's a
for
necklace,
Billy.
yeah.
So I'm thinking that this might be a time for us to split up. Billy, you probably have the easiest way to get through the VIP because you can turn yourself into a VIP. Roberto, you can go find your girlfriend backstage and have her help you get below.
Good
And
idea.
Me, I will try. I need some good steak for Luz because Luz still needs to be fed, and he's out in the stables.
Gotta
So I'm
feed
gonna
that
go
horse.
through the galley myself, just
All right.
under the guise that I need some food for him.
I'm fine with that. I can hold my own. Oh, question. Have we at any point before coming into this, are we like fully healed or anything? Or are we still what we
You
were
have
last
you have
No,
not
we-
had a
no. We
rest
haven't
of
had
any
any
kind. You're still
Okay, I
in the
didn't think so.
same condition that you were
Okay.
in. Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm good still. I was just curious.
I could be better. Oh, I think also, Orphe, by the way, you can check this for me. The elf, I realize, has a like race trait or whatever it is,
Mhm.
that I get an extra thing on long rests. Or during a rest, I get an additional downtime move. I think. I don't know exactly how that works.
That's from your
Ancestry at the very bottom. Almost. Very bottom.
so you can drop into a trance to choose an additional downtime move. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah. So you can do that, but it's at the cost of being in a trance. So when you're in that
Which-
trance state, you're going to lose, your awareness to, for a certain amount of time. Nice thing about elves is that they don't really necessarily need sleep the same way.
Yeah.
But if you go into that trance state for at least 4 hours, it's a little better than being in a deep sleep, but you do lose some of your awareness. Yeah, but you trade that for an additional downtime move for sure.
But, like, I could still be woken up, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Unless you're
I like
dead.
Silas's idea. Let's split up.
All right, perfect. Let's go to let's go to Billy first. So Billy, how are you going to approach this?
Well, I guess I'm being told to use this rock. I don't love losing the hope. But I guess I will. Is there somewhere near the entrance I can go that is out of view of whoever this guy is?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
So
out of view of like
Probably
almost
a
anyone.
bathroom.
yeah, there is a bathroom. Actually, there's a bathroom.
Okay.
Just to the north of this area.
Okay. Is that kind of roughly in line with the entrance, so it doesn't look like, didn't see that person come in at all, and now they're just here?
Yeah, it's it's a couple of doors down from that entrance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go in there, take a little bit of time, do the face swapping, all that, and then lose a hope for that.
It is spend a hope for that.
Okay.
And
I will.
go ahead.
As I said, I will spend my hope.
Good.
Do that.
And you're gonna assume the guise of the last person that you saw go in there.
Not the last one. I want one of the, not the first, but like just someone who it's been a bit.
Somebody who's
So it's
been
not like he just saw them. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So one of the earlier people that you saw go in was a human,
Okay.
dressed in what appeared to be like a traveling preacher's robes. So you would see the kind of the black robe with the extra layer up at the top. You got the round, the big round black hat, gray hair, a little bit of a gray beard, pretty unassuming. A little bit elderly, but definitely harmless looking.
I will don my Silas outfit.
Nice.
And then approach. I mean, have they been talking to the bouncer at all, or just being let in?
It seems like there's a little bit of an exchange when they come up, but it doesn't seem to be anything, anything in particular. Largely, generally speaking, and you're Slyborn, so you would know. You kind of know from your past. You kind of know what it looks like when people are gaining entry into places, and you can tell when there's like a secret handshake or a password. None of that. It seems, in fact, it seems like. Oh, what just happened?
Oh, the lights are going crazy.
Oh, George
No, you're hey.
threw up another 320 bits. Hold on, did we tilt the table again?
Oh, we did hit the table.
Oh. Nice.
How
Hang
could
on,
you
no,
do
no,
this?
Hold on. It's a. Not read this. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
It is
we
bad.
must have tipped the table earlier. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
you
saw it
did.
at, like,
Remember?
900. Okay.
Remember we rolled on it.
Yeah,
And
that, and then after
56,
that,
some unknown thing.
we were at like 940 or 930.
I never
or something
reset
like
it. I never reset it.
that. Oh,
Yeah. So we're at 760 right now. So
Okay.
let me find the reset command. I need a producer to do this for me. Full bar. There, and what did I say? We're at 760. So yeah, it has been tipped.
Oh, nice.
It was
Here we
tipped once. That will still come into play, but not yet. I'll
That's right. It hasn't come into play yet.
I'll know the time.
Oh,
Riberto and I are no longer on stream, though.
Oh, that's fine.
that is true.
oh nope.
Fine. All right. Perfect.
The important one's there.
Thank you for the
There
bits.
we go.
Thank you for the bits. We appreciate it.
Hey.
All right, that helps. That helps us keep making the stream because obviously we need to pay a producer.
A really important character is now back.
All right. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
will
Billy.
go
It was,
up
it was
and be
you.
like, I don't know. I'll go up. I won't initiate a conversation. I'll let him do that, and I will try to gain entry, or I'll just like say hello, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. As you walk up, he looks at you strangely. Milo looks at you strangely. He says, "Padre, when did you leave?"
I'll just like a while ago. Like, didn't you see me leave?
Really convincing.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna need you. Yeah, we're gonna need to roll for this. This is gonna be we're gonna need to persuade this man. This will be a presence roll.
Oh, I'm actually really bad at those. Do I get advantage since I am him?
You can spend a charge to get advantage
Rip.
if you want.
What's the DC?
The DC on this is gonna be 12.
Yeah, screw it. Oh wait, I hit him by accident. I don't want that. No, wait. How do I take away an advantage?
You just do a different roll.
Okay. Ignore that one. Presence. No advantage. Roll. Oh! I got a 20 with fear.
A 20 with fear. Okay, that's delightful.
I am the slyest man alive.
Yeah,
I'm glad the first one didn't count. After my like 4 different advantage rolls, I got a 9.
Oh jeez. So a 20 with fear. So he looks at you and his face squinches up a little bit, and then eventually he just shakes his head and he says, "All right, must have been on my brakes.
Must
Please,
have been the wind."
Enjoy. And he lifts up the velvet rope through you and lets you through. It's through a curtain, and as you go through a curtain, you walk into a room that's kind of filled with smoke.
Interesting.
There are people smoking cigars back here. They have glasses
cigar.
of what look like whiskey on the table in front of them, and notably, so there's a sort of a bar in the back, and there's a door behind that, and then there are leather seats, like nice leather seats that are all over. There's one small card table that's got 4 people around it. One of the 4 people that's sitting around that card table, he's got a little glass of whiskey, and he's got a cigar in an ashtray next to him. It is the person that you currently look like. All right, so we're gonna move on to we're gonna leave that there for a second.
Oh
And
boy.
We're gonna go over
boy.
to Riberto. Riberto, what are you doing?
So I go towards the stage, and I just kind of climb up. Well, not climb. I just jump up on
Okay,
it.
climb up because you're very short, so you just like.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, no, I won't climb. And then I jump and just
Oh yeah,
get up on it.
you're a frog. You just hop up on the stage.
Yeah.
Hop up.
And,
There's a piano player on the stage, and he kind of looks at you weird, but then he just goes back to like playing the piano. It's that it doesn't. No skin off his.
You're doing a good job.
He's a pro's pro.
And he's like, and he just shakes his head, and he keeps tickling the old ivories there.
All right. And so I approach the dressing room door, I guess it would be, essentially.
All right. And yeah, well, it's like that. It's those red curtains, right? You know, those stage curtains that are back behind you. And yeah, so you kind of poke your head through the curtain, and you look back, and there's a backstage area. It's kind of dark, but then you see there's kind of a hallway, and there does look like there is it's that door. You know, that door that's got the star on it, right? It's got the glittery star on it. It's that door right there.
And I just look at it, and I'm like, shiny. And I just go to open the door.
You gonna open the door? Yeah. It opens right up. And you hear a voice from the other side. There's one of these room screens, like these room dividers that are up. And you hear a voice. You recognize it's Benny's voice, and she says, "Don't worry about it, darling. Just leave it out there. I'll be out in a second." And then the dress that she was wearing just comes up and like hangs over the top of the thing.
And me being as oblivious as I am, I just straight up say, I'm like, I don't know what I'm leaving, but I think you're expecting someone else.
And she just, there's a minute where she's silent for a second, and then there's a little bit of a chuckle. Says, "Oh, darling, well, I wasn't expecting you at all. Give me just a second, sweetheart. I'll be right out." And
Okay.
another couple of minutes. There is a thank you for the bits, Moose. Let's see. Did that tip us again?
That should have. If it's at 760, gave 245. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna tip
math.
it. That's gonna tip it. All right, let's roll that
Easy
quick 100.
notes.
Let's roll
I'll
that
be
horse.
tipping the table tonight.
We haven't even gotten to the we haven't even gotten to the last one yet. Okay. Reset
Oh,
that.
boy.
All right. Hang on. Let me get some dice here.
Thank you, Moose.
Good. Yes, thank you, Moose. We appreciate that. That's a 47. Sorry, you will. I guess I should over here and see their beautiful faces. 7. Okay.
I don't like that. Okay.
What's this?
Wait, you can tell us this one, right?
Can I tell you this one?
Please.
Well, I can tell you.
Not
the
for us.
result of this one. The result of this one is this. The boat shakes once, violently, and it's so violently that the screen that's in front of you, Riberto, just falls flat down.
Oh no!
Falls completely flat down, and behind it is Benny, and she is wearing what appears to be a silk bathrobe, and she's like takes a second, she steadies herself, and no, Silas is still at full. He's just his are red, and they're red on red carpet right now. So, and she just like kind of composes herself very quickly, ties the belt back up, and she says, "Well, I wasn't expecting that, but here we are. Why don't you come and sit with me, sweetheart?" And she points over to a couch. It's this couch that's got the red velvet cushions, the whole 9 yards. And she goes over and sits down and just crosses her legs and kind of adjusts the robe a little bit. And she pats the couch next to her.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not wearing any pants. I don't know if it's a problem.
Yeah, dude, you don't wear pants ever, right?
Yeah. I'm just in a loincloth. I hope that's not an
Are you asking her
Oh,
this?
boy.
Is this the thing you're saying to her?
Yeah.
She says, "Don't worry, I don't bite. It's gonna be just fine. Come on over and have a seat."
Well, okay. And I just go over, oblivious, and I just sit down.
Yeah.
Nice couch.
Well, thank you. It is after all my boat, so I figure I could spare a little bit extra and make sure that I had something that was nice for myself.
You own the boat?
Oh, of course. The Golden Eddy's mine. Been in my family for generations.
Well, no wonder you sing on it all the time.
Well,
Which, by the way, you're singing. You're quite fantastic.
it's-
Caught me in a trance.
and she says, "Oh, now you know how to make a girl blush." She says,
Well, I don't.
"So tell me, is this a social visit, or was there something in particular that you needed?"
Well, actually, the boat shook once before that, which I don't know why that happened again. But it happened, and we heard. I don't know if it would be a bandagee, banshee. I don't know. Something shook the boat, and we're trying to figure it out.
And her brows kind of get furrowed, and she says, "Well, I don't know about that. The earthquakes certainly are troublesome, though. Seem to be more frequent these days than they were. In fact, there was a time when there was no earthquakes at all, not that long ago. But whatever's bringing them does seem to be more and more frequent now."
I don't really pay attention, and I've been living here for a while.
Been
At least
living-
in the desert.
Oh, in the desert. I was going to say, if you've been living here in Style Mesa, I'd have surely seen you before.
I don't know. I'm new to here. People don't seem to like me on account of the way I'm slimy.
Oh, he says, "I think it's just part of your charm." And she kind of rubs that place that's in between your eyes. You know, she just gives you a little pat right on the top of the head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just a little pat right on top of the head. And, yeah. So, you heard a noise.
We just don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem like it's back here. The only thing it seems like it's back here is you. I'm like looking around the room.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. There's not much else back
Unless-
here other than me.
Can I like inspect the room? Like, is there anything I can do to like try to look closer?
Yeah, 100%. How would you like to go about doing that? Describe your looking around the how would Riberto do this?
So like, since I'm a frog, he's like looking in two different directions. Like his eyes are like looking around, trying to like figure out if there's anything weird. Sometimes he like looks at her to see if there's anything weird about her.
All right. Go ahead and give me an instinct check. This is going to be this will be a difficulty of 15.
Oof. Okay. Oof. One hope, 9 fear, plus 2, so 12.
12 with fear. Delightful. Look at how much fear I have. This is so good. Everything about this is great. Yeah. So as you look around the room, you don't see anything that's particularly out of place. I mean, there's that makeup table that you have in every dressing room. You've got the screen that's still falling against the floor. There's a rack of what appear to be different dresses that are hung up on one wall. There is, there's a door that you think probably goes to a bathroom, like a private bathroom. But other than that, it doesn't. There's nothing in particular that you can see that looks strange in this area.
I don't know. It just seems like you're okay back here. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh well, I'm just fine, but I'm certainly glad to have your company.
Well, I mean, you are quite pretty, but
Well,
I'm a frog.
yes, that never made any difference. She said, my grandfather was a rabbit.
Now, why would your grandpa be a rabbit? That doesn't make any sense.
No, there's the rabbit folk that live in the forest to the north. And,
They're weak,
they're weak. Oh well, perhaps
tiny.
That's as may be. That's and you're not wrong about that. My grandpa was quite a weak and tiny man, but nonetheless, just goes to show you that if you've got the right will, then you'll make a way. You know what I mean?
I guess. I never really thought of it like that, but then again, I don't think very much.
He says, well, listen, I better get back to getting myself put back together here, but please look me up again sometime, will you?"
Okay, I'll see you later. Oblivious to any of her flirtatious attitude.
Right, of course. And as you start to leave, she says, also, she said, if you're interested in the earthquakes, you might look into the train. She says, good night. And then she just goes into the bathroom and closes the door. And
Okay.
we'll switch over to Silas. All right, Silas, what are you up to?
Well, as soon as I see Billy make his way in, I decide it's time for me to go test my luck with those in the galley.
Okay. Beautiful.
So I walk back in.
Mm-hmm.
I take a look around and ask, where might I find the head chef?
And you just speak to one of the waitstaff, and they say, he's you'll find him in the back.
All right. Thank you, good sir.
And they point towards that double door that we had looked at earlier.
Okay. I make my way to the back.
Yeah, you go through this double door, you push your way through this double door, and you see just this area. There's long, kind of rougher tables than you've seen anybody else, and they are they're set as if they're place set, so like they're dinner tables. So you're thinking this is most likely where maybe the staff would eat after their shifts or on their breaks. You see a few different kitchen staff that are around, and then you see a gentleman who is about 7 feet tall and appears to be a grasshopper. And you would recognize this as a fairy. The fairies in this particular setting take on more insectoid features. So this person seems to be kind of an anthropomorphic grasshopper, and he seems to be kind of ordering people around.
All right. Is there a specific term that or greeting that the fairies prefer in this world?
Nothing in particular, right? They're kind of just like everybody else. They're just another one of the races that hang out in these parts.
Just don't give him your name.
What is this, Rumpelstiltskin?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So I walk up to her and say, "I hear, sir, you're the good head chef."
And he turns around and he looks at you and he says, well, I do not know if good head chef is the best way to say. I'm the one who cooks the food on the boat, certainly. Okay, how may I help you, sir?
I have a dire wolf out in the stables who's in need of a good, large steak. He has very particular tastes, and I like to indulge him on special occasions. And I feel like today is one of those special occasions.
Well, it is not out of the ordinary for us to provide meals for animals, but perhaps if you could make it worth my while, I could find a way to get this for you.
Yeah, what would a good sir like you need to provide that steak for my good wolf?
Oh, well, it would be improper for me to make a suggestion as to what sort of donation you might make to the kitchen fund.
Well, turns out I had a nice hand tonight at the poker tables, and so would this bag of gold do good for you?
You're offering him a full bag of gold?
I have no idea how much is in a bag of gold. I have one handful and 2 bags.
Yeah, so a bag of gold is a lot, right? So a handful of gold, would be maybe 10 coins. And a bag of gold would be maybe like 100 coins. So we're talking about, a sizable amount.
Okay.
So giving him his month's rent and be like, can I get a singular steak?
Right. Yeah, that's basically what's going down here.
4 months' rent.
Okay. So if you fill up the whole meter of handfuls, you got a bag.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. That's exactly how it goes.
How would we'll say 20 handfuls of gold do for you?
I would think.
Did you say 20 handfuls?
No, like 20 gold. So 2 handfuls.
Yeah,
20 gold.
Yeah.
So
So
2
you just
bags.
you just take out a bunch of coins, and you kind of show him, and he says, I would think that would be more than enough for me to provide the meal for the dire wolf. And he kind of looks. He looks as surprised as a grasshopper can look. So you hand over the gold?
Yep, hand over the gold.
And he just takes it with one of his. He has 4 arms that you can see.
Nice.
And they're these kind of spindly arms, and one of the arms just kind of takes it, and it just disappears into a fold in his.
He just put it up his butt.
Yeah, he put it in the prison pocket, I believe is the way we say that appropriately. And he goes right to work, and one of his hands grabs the stake out, and the other 2 start chopping things up, and one of them grabs some spices and puts it on. He says, "Does your animal prefer the steak cooked, or does it prefer raw?"
He would prefer the nice sear, but still raw in the middle.
Excellent. And he takes it. There's the kind of the griddle, and he tosses it on with one of the hands, and then with the other one, he's shaking some things on top of it, and then with another one, he comes in with the spatula, flips it over, he gets a sear. He takes it and he snaps the fingers on one of his hands, and somebody comes a halfling attendant comes along and brings up a plate, puts it onto the plate, and then sort of garnishes it with some potatoes and some things, a little sprig of things, and then the halfling person puts a cover on top of it and then hands it off to you. He says, "There you go, sir. You will, your direwolf will enjoy this steak very much, I guarantee."
I'm much obliged, good sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
There was that earthquake here earlier.
Thank you for the subscription, Brishkar.
That earthquake earlier, that was quite something, wasn't it?
Yes. Ridiculous earthquakes. They are. They've been quite problematic of lately. I almost ruined a whole month's supply of the pink peppercorns because it was spilled all over the floor.
So these are a regular occurrence, eh?
More regular these days. They have not been frequent in the past. I have been in Style Mesa for many, many years, and I have not experienced them until this last year. Do not know what is happening, but I do not like it.
Does anything kind of strange happen when these earthquakes start coming along?
Anything strange happens? I don't know. Is the ground
Any strange noises or anything coming from the boat?
not noticed any noise or things coming from this boat? Only the ground shaking, the things falling, the peppercorn spilling. These sorts of things are very strange. They do not happen every day. Except for sometimes they do happen every day, and I don't know what to do.
Pardon me for just being an outsider, but earlier today there was a disturbance with some flying creatures outside. Did you hear about that?
You mean the flying, the bugs that fly in the sky, oui? The wasps, you say?
Oui, monsieur.
Certainly. We, I wish that this was the first time we have seen such animals, but alas, it seems that around the times that the earthquakes happen, we always see them. They come and they will attack the people. Sometimes they will take things away. Sometimes they will come and do nothing and then simply go away. But we do not know. They seem to come from inside the mountain itself.
Me and my friends were there, and we helped in subduing those animals there today. And I don't know. I'm just feeling a bit squeamish about seeing them around and then this earthquake happening so shortly afterwards. I'm staying here tonight. I'd appreciate if you could point me to a place I could go below deck just so that I could double check to make sure that there's no leaking going on. I don't want to be sitting here in a dry room and have it be wet by the time I wake up, if you know what I mean, sir.
Mrs. I understand. But this go below, I mean, these are places where only certain people can go. I do not know if it is proper for me to allow you to go through.
Yeah, most understood, good sir. But monsieur, why don't you look me in my eyes and tell me if you can think you can trust me or not? And at this point, I use that same light magic stare that I used in the elevator to help persuade people to get off the elevator.
I love it. I love it. What is this thing called? This is called
It's my light magic studies.
light magic studies. Perfect. Okay, so that's an experience. That's gonna get you an extra +2 on your roll, and this roll will be a presence roll. So you're gonna make a presence roll. It's gonna be a difficulty 12, and you get a +2 to the roll.
Okay. Difficulty 12 +2. 21. So 23 with fear.
23 with fear. All right. Fear. Delightful. I'm getting so much fear tonight.
You are.
And I really like it. And he says he looks for a second, and he's got one pair of arms crossed, and then another pair, like another one on his hand, and then the other one sort of on his hip. And he says, I think I could probably make an exception for someone who clearly has such fine taste as yourself. He says, if perhaps, I don't know, you were to make it worth my while.
Would another 2 handfuls be worth your while, good sir?
Oh, certainly, sir, certainly. Of course. How generous you are. You're so generous. And he puts out 2 of his hands. And then as you hand the gold over, it just disappears in the back.
Very large prison pocket.
He's got he's got a
sizable thorax, man.
And it's just a large thoraxal area.
When he walks and moves, is it all? You hear tons of clinking and clacking of stuff in there.
Well, now you do. Right now you do. So right, and he kind of shifts around to point you towards a door in the back. And as you do, you just hear this clankety clank 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 in behind. It's just like that shaking bag of coins. And he points you towards the back, and he says, "You will find the service stairs that go down to the storage area." Behind that door, sir. He says, "Please do me a favor and do not touch any of the food stoves."
I wouldn't dream of it, monsieur. Bonsoir.
Naturally. Enjoy. And he just goes. He turns and he goes back to cooking. All right. So as you start to go through that door, we'll go back to Billy. Billy, you've entered the room.
Oh, no.
You've got a number of people. It's a smoke-filled room. You are now standing face-to-face with yourself. Well, face-to-back with yourself. Somebody who looks exactly like you.
So, as I enter the room,
yeah.
Has anyone, seen me? Do I have, a second to do anything?
At this particular... what is your plan? What do you want to do?
I would like to, as I'm kind of, I peek in the room and I drop the disguise when I see him.
Oh, so you drop the disguise instantly as soon as you see him?
I as soon as I see him, I want to drop the disguise.
Yeah. So, so you're able to do
The
that.
other guy can't see me, can he? The bouncer?
No. He's on the other side of the curtain. You came through the whole velvet rope and curtain situation. So he's through. As soon as you come in, you see the back of this guy. You immediately drop the disguise, and now you just look like Billy again. Yep.
Okay, do we have any show of this room? I kind of wonder, is there a door I could sneak in real quick, or is it I'm gonna have to go through a group of people?
So there are, you're on a kind of a landing that goes down, right? There's a couple of steps down.
Okay.
And there's this row of leather seats, right? It's kind of like a cigar bar, picture that. And then there's a half circle bar that's off to your right. And then behind that half circle bar, there's a bartender behind that bar. And behind him is a door that leads to you do not know where.
Okay, so I do have to go past them all to get anywhere?
You will certainly, if you want to get through that door, which seems to be the only other exit out of the room, you're going to have to go through people. Yeah, you're going to have to go past people.
Is there any empty seats or anything like that?
Yeah. There's several empty chairs. There's only a handful of people in this room. You'd say the capacity of the room is maybe 20, and there's maybe 5 or 6 people in here as well.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to have to play this off somehow. Can I just approach, I guess it's all one group, right?
No. There's there's the card table, right, which is sitting next to the
Okay.
leather seats. There's 4 people at it, right? So there's 4 people
Mhm.
there, and then there is 2 or 3 other people just sitting kind of by themselves in these leather seats, just sitting and sipping whiskey and smoking cigars.
Is there an empty seat at the card table?
There is an empty seat at the card table, absolutely.
I would like to sit there.
Okay.
And, like, first of all, like, ask the minimum buy-in.
Minimum buy-in, and there's no dealer, like not a house dealer.
Okay.
Like this is a friendly game, right?
Okay.
And so the gentleman who's at the head of the table who currently has the cards, and he says, "Howdy, stranger. If you'd like to buy in, that'd be a gold, just a gold piece."
Okay.
Yeah, it's a friendly game.
I will, like, buy in and then be like, I will ask if anyone's looking for, like, a helping hand, like a free gun.
He's and the padre, actually, the guy who is sitting now on your left,
Okay.
he looks at you and he says, what sort of services would a hired gun provide to someone in these parts?
Anything from shooting to sneaking to whatever you need done. Just moving stuff. I can keep my mouth closed and I can get stuff done.
Says, well, I'm traveling through these parts, and there are certain areas that are more dangerous than others. I might be interested in finding protection from someone such as yourself.
Good, all right. When would you be needing this protection?
I will be traveling to the next town in maybe 3 days' time.
Say, okay, well, I should be staying here. When that time comes, ask for Billy Blackwater.
Very good, sir. Very good. And you may, if you need to inquire after me, you may ask for Father Cobb.
Father Cobb.
Yes, Father Cobb.
I love the name.
Yes.
I will, I guess, like, kind of play out the hand and, give anyone else a chance to inquire about my services.
Yeah, nobody does.
And then,
Nobody
Okay.
else seems particularly interested. Let's see how your hand goes. Roll me an instinct roll, and we'll make this difficulty 15.
okay, roll. I got an 11 with hope.
Okay, that's a fail. So, So you fail, but you fail, generously. So you lose a couple of gold, not enough to take away one of your handfuls, but you lose a couple of gold, and it seems to be everybody seems to be getting along nicely at the table. They're enjoying your presence because you keep losing, basically.
I keep losing like I just, I'm not an idiot, but just bad hands, whatever.
Yeah, it's just bad luck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a bit of that, I think I will. Does the door look like you're totally not allowed there?
It definitely looks like it's the entrance into an area that's meant for employees.
Okay. And I guess I also don't know what kind of thing we're looking for with the sound.
Yeah, you
can
didn't even hear the sound, so you don't. All you know is that it seems to come from below.
I'm looking for something that might make a sound.
Right.
Which could be literally anything.
Correct.
Can I go to the bartender? Two things. How do I see how much gold I have?
It should be in your equipment, and it's right at the top, right under the
Gold,
word
okay.
equipment. You've got a handful of gold.
I'm poor. Okay, that seems unhelpful. But can I go to? Is there like a place at the bar I could sit pretty privately where I could talk with the bartender without anyone else?
Yeah, there's nobody else sitting at the bar even. Yeah, it's
Perfect.
Yeah, it's 100%. Like there's 4 stools. They're all empty. Everybody seems to be content to sit, kind of off to themselves and have their drinks delivered. So this is not. You get the sense that if there were a lot of people who were here, probably there would be more needs. But this seems to be, again, it's later in the evening, and so a lot of people have gone to bed already. So this is just kind of the lingering few.
Can I want to go up to the bartender, and just ask, like, hey, I know I'm probably not supposed to go back there. I don't have a lot on me right now, but if I were to give you a little handful of gold, would you let me go back there?
And he's doing that bartender thing, right? He's cleaning the glass out,
polishing the glass.
Yeah, he's
that's
fully
very
polishing
clean.
glass. Yeah, 100%. That's what's going on. And he says he's got one of these handlebar mustaches, and he says you want to go back? You want to go back behind the bar?
I like point to the door and be like, I need to check something back there real quick.
He looks kind of behind him. He's like, need to check something in the bar back?
I'm like, yep. Don't question it. It's not a real reason, but I do have to check it.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make this will be a roll to persuade. So this will be a presence roll. The difficulty will be 18 on it.
Oh God.
Yeah. You basically just asked the man, hey, can I go into the don't go in there area?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any good ways to ask to go to, like, hey, can I just go in that employee only area?
Yeah, that's okay. You're asking, you're asking it straight out. Let's see how it goes.
Well, I did offer a handful of gold too.
You did offer a handful of gold, so the difficulty is 18 instead of 20. You can spend a charge to.
What?
You can.
I got a critical success 21.
So get a hope. You don't. And if you have any stress, you can unmark a stress.
That's the funniest thing.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's polishing the glass and he looks back at you. He's like,
I guess there's nothing important.
He's like, I mean, I guess if you're gonna pay me gold to go look behind the bar, yeah. I mean, here, and he holds out his hand. He's like, let's go to it, sir.
Give him the gold, and now I'm poor.
Yeah. Give him the gold.
And then I'll just go back there.
Yeah, you go back there. You go through the door, and
let me guess, there's nothing cool back there.
No. It's so behind there. It's it's a bar back. So there's rows and rows and rows of bottles of liquor. There's one particular area that's got like wine bottles in it. Kind of a cooled wine area. There are some essential lamps that are back there. It's a little bit darker than it is in the front room. There's nobody else back there. There's some different fruits, like different kinds of citrus fruits, the kinds of things that you would find. And then in the back left-hand corner of this room, there's another door.
Okay. I was wondering if they all connected. I will go through the door.
Yeah, you go through the door and you find a metal staircase that leads downwards.
More down. Okay,
Yep.
I will go down the stairs.
It's not more down. Like it's the room that you were in was at the same level as the casino.
Okay.
It was like 2 or 3 steps down, right? It was just a recessed kind of area.
Yeah.
So this is actually going down into the bowels of the ship. So we're gonna leave you. We'll leave you there for a second.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to Riberto. Riberto, what's your plan?
Well, I walk out of the back of the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Let's go. I'm gonna try to go back into the VIP area.
Back where Billy went?
Yeah, back
Okay.
that way. I'm gonna go try to help him.
no.
Okay. Yeah, so you go up to
God. The least helpful person.
yeah, you go up to the area and Milo is there, the orc, and he looks down and he's like, What do you want?
I'm just passing by.
He says,
Oh my gosh.
You cannot go in there. This is a VIP area. You are not a VIP.
No, I'm a VIP. I've got 2 VIPs. Look, one.
shakes his head. And at this moment, now we're going to cash in the roll that we made at the beginning of the
Oh
stream.
my god.
Here we go.
And this is for you guys. This is called Turn the Tide, right?
Okay.
This is called Turn the Tide, and it's for Turn the Tide. Roll 56. A critical opening appears. So I'm gonna allow you to make a persuasion roll. Sorry, it's a presence roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
To convince Milo that you want to go through. I'm gonna allow you to have advantage on the roll, and I'm gonna allow you to have a +2 on the roll as well. So the difficulty is a 15, but you have advantage and you have a +2.
Okay.
And this basically, what this is doing is it's letting you attempt something that would otherwise
That would
be
never actually
pretty much
work.
impossible. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think it's hilarious if you succeed. So
It would be hilarious, but it's going to make my life so much harder.
right.
10 hope, 8 fear, 3 + 2, 23.
Okay, so you totally succeed.
No.
You do get a hope. You do get a hope. And at that moment, right, as you're talking to Milo, Silas Cole, the manager of the place, or the proprietor of the place, you would say, comes through. Even though Benny told you she ran the boat, he did mention that he was the proprietor. He comes through and he says, Milo, what is going on here? And Milo says, this joker wants into the VIP lounge. And he says, Silas looks at me, he says, Milo, this is a VIP. These people they saved 50 people earlier today. You think that this gentleman, he looks down at you and he looks at you, and as he is saying this, he seems to realize that, like, you're still kind of beat up and you haven't really, like, washed up at all. And, like, you're still kind of a mess. And he thinks about it, and he says, no. Listen, I have instructions. He says, and my instructions say that this gentleman is to be taken care of. So I want you to take care of him. Let him through. And Milo says, you're the boss. I don't know what you want from me. You're the boss. And he opens up the thing, and he is like, all right, have at it, sir. Please, right this way.
I just look at him and I go,
Just the little sticking out of the tongue, but it's like super long, so it like sticks out really far. Yeah.
it's like in his face.
Yeah. And you go through into the smoke-filled room. You've got a table that's got 4 people around it. You've got a bartender at a bar. There's a door that's behind him. You've got 3 other people that are sitting in leather couches. What would you like to do now?
This room doesn't look bad. I'll go towards the bar and go to that door.
You're going towards the door behind the bar?
Yeah, because I don't. There's nothing in this room that looks suspicious. to me.
Yeah. And as you do, the bartender kind of is standing in front of you. Like, you go around the bar, like towards the behind it, and the bartender is just like, you see a pair of knees. And then you look up, and I guess you're not that sure, but like you see the middle of someone's body, and you look up, and it's the bartender, and he's standing there he's still cleaning probably the same glass, because it hasn't been very long.
Been cleaning it for 7 hours.
He's just all he does. That's his idle animation, is just cleaning the glass. And he looks at you, he's like, "Can I help you with something?"
No, I'm good, thanks. I just go to walk by him.
You're just gonna walk completely by him?
Yeah.
So you're like you're juking him? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, no, I just walk around him. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Okay. I need you to make a finesse roll. Difficulty 15 to get by him.
Let's see. Four hope, 3 fear, 7.
Okay, so you get a hope. Yeah, and as you go to walk by him, he just like moves into your way, and he's like, "Listen, man, like I don't know what it is with you people tonight. The last guy came through, paid me to go in the back, and now you're trying to go in the back, and I don't know what's back there. There's another back there. There's a bunch of liquor.
Who paid you?
Go in the back.
Wait, what do you
Who
mean?
paid you to get by?
Who paid me? I don't know, some cowboy in a some cowboy elf in a hat. I don't know.
Oh, I know it. That's Billy. Yeah, I'm
I've
his
never
friend.
heard of that guy before.
He needs my hand. Sorry.
He needs your.
He's not very strong, so he needs someone
I didn't
strong.
pay for him.
No, you're nowhere. You can't talk. He says, well, he paid me in gold to go back there.
What if I give you my gold? I only have a little bit.
He says, a little bit's more than I have. I'll take what you got.
All right, here you go.
You hand him your whole handful of gold.
Yeah, I don't need it. Here you go.
So he takes it, and he's just like, he just shakes his head. He puts this thing in his pocket, and he's like, you know what? More power to you. Have fun back there. I don't even know.
Right.
I don't know what you want. I don't know what any of you people want. But go on. Go back there. And you know what? If you want to go back again, bring some more gold. I'll let you back there all day long. As long as you keep paying me. I don't get paid good enough to keep people out of the back of the bar. That's what we have the orc at the door for. Get out of here.
So I'm just staring at him, and he's saying all that and like getting angry, and I'm just like, why are you yelling?
I'm not yelling. This is not yelling.
This guy is having the most confusing day at work
He's like,
possible.
I honestly don't understand what's going on this boat. Nobody has ever asked me to go in the back of the bar, and now everybody's paying me for it. And now people are like starting to notice, right? Like the other people are starting to like notice what's going on. And he's like, just go. I don't want to think about this anymore. This is too much. I don't get paid for this.
I just stare at him. Meanwhile, I'm cross-eyed, right? Like my eyes.
All right, yeah, fully
I
cross-eyed.
just go, okay, and I just walk by.
As soon as I see him, I'll just be like, what the heck are you doing back here? You do not belong here.
Yeah,
Go be with that woman.
Well, so you've already gone through the door, right? So he's not
Further.
He's not even with you. Yeah, you're through the door.
Yeah.
He hasn't caught up
Yeah,
yet.
I just told the bartender
Thank God.
okay and just walked by him without him like. While he was ranting.
Right. So
Please.
Riberto, you go through the door, and then into the back room. Same thing, liquor bottles, stuff. You see the door. So presumably you go through that door, and you find hitting myself. You find the staircase that goes down, and down it towards the bottom of the staircase, you see Billy.
Hey.
As soon as I see him, I'm like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here.
Well, I don't know where the other guy is.
Well,
I didn't think you'd be back here either, but I'm just.
sit down and don't touch anything.
No.
If you hear me shout, come running.
And I just walk by him and go down the stairs. I'm like, no.
Right.
Giggly
Keep going.
moogly.
You go down the stairs. So you go down the stairs, and you find yourself in the bottom of the boat. The bottom of the boat is mostly just a very large open space. There are crates and casks. There are some barrels that probably have ale or wine or something like that in them, and things like that. At the very, very far end, right, as you're looking, you see another staircase that comes down from the other side, and you see Silas come out of that area. And Silas at the very, very far end, and we're talking, this is a building away, right? It's, what's the distance? I don't know. We're going to say, 150 feet, right? Away. You see Riberto and Billy coming up right behind him.
I just look at him and I go, hey.
I will go, well, great, we're down here now. Now, what made the sound that you guys are so interested in?
Yeah.
Maybe
I
use
don't
your
know.
eyes and start looking around.
You
Good thing
said
I
this
got
is
two of them.
empty, or like just mostly empty?
I said there are barrels and casks. And
Okay.
stuff
Yeah,
around.
barrels and casks and all kinds of. There's some luggage down here, right? It looks like maybe this might be an area where some luggage is stored as well.
Is there any damage to the boat or otherwise large machinery?
No damage to the boat. No particular large machinery that you can see. You do a thing that I should have mentioned is you do recognize that at this point you would be below the water line, though. Like where you're at in the boat actually would be below the water line.
I think we're underwater.
Wonderful observation, Frog Boy. Now, is there anything useful down here?
No.
I go look around a little bit.
Yeah, and as you're looking around, everything looks kind of normal. It's like, okay, that's a crate, right? That's a barrel. It's all wooden stuff. A lot of it's stamped with the, delivered to the Golden Eddy, one things. But there is one particular box that you come across. It's around a corner. Like there's a shelf, and then there's kind of a corner around it, and you go around the corner behind the shelf, and there's just this strong box. And it looks different from anything else.
Hey, what's that?
That you have seen here before.
I will tell Frogboy that is someone's valuables who's probably going to be very unhappy if we touch it.
Or, hear me out, we open it and then we close it back up.
I don't think those are meant to be opened.
I don't know what that means.
You better not smash it.
You think everything with me is just smash?
Absolutely, Frogboy.
Frogboy, why don't we let the thief open it?
I am no
More of a
thief.
delicate touch.
You know what?
than
You're right.
I am
good
no
idea.
thief.
Let the long-eared thief do it.
I am no thief.
Billy, after you.
Go ahead, champ. I pat him on the
I
back.
say, well, if you want me to open that, you should reimburse me for the gold I had to spend to get down here. Good doer.
Hey, I spent
What's
gold
the
too.
opposite of ne'er-do-well?
The opposite of ne'er-do-well. Always do well, I guess, would be potentially.
Goody two shoes.
Goody two-shoes, yeah, that's a better one.
I spent gold to get down here too, but I don't need money back.
I will turn to Frogboy and go, no one asked you to calm down.
Well, are you gonna pay him or not? It sounds like
No!
he's gonna be a baby about it.
Go!
I said, well,
You didn't have to pay the bartender. You're the sneak.
you don't know that
Okay.
I did that.
You are the sneak. And you decided to
just said-
pay somebody instead of
I
to sly
am-
around.
I
just
am
said
a
who's gonna reimburse
shotgun
me.
ranger. I am no sneak. I am no thief.
As you are having this conversation, I will spend a fear.
Great.
You hear a woman's scream from up above you.
What did you do, Frogboy? Why are the women screaming?
The girl was very nice to me, but I don't think I scared her.
Okay. We can say this one's probably not the Frogboy. I guess I will ignore the scream and open the box.
Okay, we're opening the box. This is delightful.
Let's go find finesse.
Yes, it is locked. Do you have anything to pick a lock with?
Unless that is in the normal. Hey, Frogboy, you keep a lot of weird stuff in that box, right?
Oh, now
Or
you
is
want to
it
be
bag?
nice to me. Oh, now you want to be nice to me because you
You're
want
the
to
ones who want me to pick
fancy
this
bag.
thing. I need tools to pick. I don't carry those. I don't think I do. Do you just by default carry those?
No, yeah, it would be something you
Yeah, no.
would have to purchase. Yeah.
So, well, if you want me to pick the lock, you're gonna have to give me a lockpick.
No, I didn't say you had to pick the lock. You're the one who said you had to pick the lock. I was fine trying to open it with my fists.
And that is very rude.
Well, if you wanted my nomadic pack so bad, you should have been nice.
I don't care. This is on you, Silas.
Silas was nice to me, not you. If Silas asked, I'd give him it.
And Silas is the one who wants me to open it. And I can't open it without a lockpick.
I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna go towards whatever that sound was.
So you're gonna go towards the.
All right,
screen?
we are abandoning
Yeah.
the box.
Okay. Yeah, the scream was upstairs, so you would have to go back upstairs. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, I'm gonna go back up the exact way I came down.
Okay. Yeah, you go back up the way you came down to, and then Silas and Billy, what are you guys doing?
I'll just
I'm
look at it and be
staying-
like, what are we doing now?
I'm opening the box.
Silas is gonna open the
Okay.
box. Okay. Perfect.
I think Silas is actually stronger than Riberto.
Yeah. so
There's
you-
absolutely zero way he is.
I'm pretty sure he has more strength than you. He's plus
think
2
we have the
strength.
same.
Riberto is plus 1.
So okay, so
Yeah.
how
Silas is stronger than Riberto.
how would you like to try and break the box open, Silas?
I'm going to use my strength
Okay.
with a touch of light magic to enhance my strength.
Okay. All right. We can do that. So it's one of those kind of clasp locks that's on the front. We can make a roll. As you touch the lock, you recognize that it is warm to the touch. That's the first thing. The box itself is metal and like it should be cold. You would think it would be cold where it's at. It's actually a little bit warm to the touch. Not hot, but just warm. Go ahead and make a strength roll with a difficulty of 18 to try and see if you can break the lock with your hands.
All right. And I'm going to use my light magic to give me a little
Okay.
plus 2.
Don't forget to spend a hope for that.
Yep.
Isn't this supposed to be like a good guy and he's
Plus
just out here
2,
smashing
16.
people's stuff?
Hey, he's
So-
he's a morally gray character. It's fine.
So I got a 14 plus 2, 16, but I'm going to use one of my prayer dice.
Oh, nice. Okay. Did you
To give me a plus
pre-roll?
2.
Okay, plus 2. So it's
I
still
did.
18.
At the beginning of each session, I have to roll 2 d4s to have prayer dice that I can use for various tasks.
Cool. So that gives you another 2 that gets you up to your 18.
Yep.
Yeah. So you call upon you're like start to bend it, and then it's not quite coming through, and you summon your light magic, and it's still not quite coming through, and finally you just whisper up a little bit of a prayer to Shifu, and it just shears open at the very end. Yeah, and inside of it, it's lined with velvet inside, and there are 4 dark red crystals in this thing. They are like the Essentia, like the dark purple Essentia crystals that you found that were the wolf's teeth. But they are dark red. And you had seen crystals like this that were protruding from some of the carapace of the wasps up above.
The wasps.
So these are 4 crystals all placed in a row. One other thing that I didn't mention that you noticed before you open up the mark, there's a mark on the top of the box, and that mark is it's a black circle with a yellow arrowhead on it. And you recognize that. You may remember that's the same mark that was on the side of the mysterious train that left station just before the first earthquake happened and the wasps appeared. As you open this up, right? I'll spend a fear. As you open this up, the crystals are
Don't want to fight a sea creature.
glowing a little bit darkly. Out of the darkness, you hear a hissing sound. Just a hiss. And you turn around, holding the box, you turn around, and you see what appears to be a giant cockroach. Just a gigantic cockroach. And through its carapace in the back, in various different places, it's got crystals that are bursting out of it. And these crystals are a dark green. They're a dark green color. And it hisses.
When we fought the wasps,
You fought the
I
wasp.
don't know if I'm allowed to ask this. They had different colored. Which one was the green wasp? Was that the extra strong one, or the weakest one, or the middle?
The one that had the green was, I believe it was the
poison
middle
one?
Yeah, I think it was the middle one.
Okay.
Yeah.
While it's approaching, can I just go back up the stairs from the way I came in?
Before you do that, we're gonna leave you guys there for just a moment, and we're gonna go back up to Riberto. And Riberto, he's going back up the stairs, and he goes back through the area where you were in the that back room, that VIP room. It's empty now. It's completely empty, and you hear a commotion from outside.
Okay, so I'll go out to whatever that noise is.
Okay, you go out there, and you see people standing around kind of around the edges of the thing, there are around the edge of the room there would be doors that would let you out onto the deck. There's that deck, that teakwood deck where you can walk around the outside of the boat, and there are people who are kind of clustered around those doors.
Okay, I approach everybody to go see what's going on.
Yeah, and so you go through, and there's and you're again, you're kind of shorter, kind of trying to weevil through and squeeze your way through and trying to find through and trying to see what's what, and get out there, and finally you find a ring of people, and there's somebody who's down on the ground, and there's a body on the ground, a very small body on the ground. And as you come up to it, you realize that the body that's on the ground that's not moving is the body of Flip Tallowtail, the simia that you had talked to earlier. And as
Monkey
you
boy?
look closer, there's a clean gunshot directly through the center of his forehead.
That is someone else.
And that is where we will end the game this week. That is our game for this week.
I'm totally going to forget what I wanted to do.
So we find you guys. So just as a reminder, you guys are down below. You're being attacked by a mutant cockroach after having opened a strong box that had the markings of the mysterious train on it. And in the meantime, someone has murdered Flip Tallowtail.
So the guy with the least good investigative skills found the monkey that was murdered. Okay, yeah, I like this idea.
I mean, finding a body is not difficult.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no, I'm
middle of
absolutely
the
am going to
in the middle
instantly
of the
start
casino
investigating.
floor.
I am 100% going to start investigating while you guys are fighting a cockroach.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving him with a cockroach. I didn't want to do all that. My plan was to go up and grab the nicest bottle of whiskey or bourbon I could find. Pocket it as I go up. I'll sell it later to make back my gold.
I was hoping the angry bartender would still be there so I could pass by him and go, "Hello, angry bartender."
Hello. Just Kermit the Frog.
Take your notes. Hang on. So we're going to...
I have it written down, but I will forget it.
We
usually
are
have that open.
going to take a very short break here so that we can use the facilities and refresh our drinks. And then we will come back and do just a few minutes of, I know it's late, so I know that the audience must get to bed. But we'll come back, we'll do a little bit of table talk, we'll answer some questions, if anybody's got some questions, and then we will call it for the night until next time. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. If you're subscribed, please enjoy a delightful musical interlude. And if you're not, then please enjoy some ads. We'll see you again soon.
Dust don't speak, but it listens close. Every step leaves a debt you owe. Steel and sweat in the burning light. We took what gleam, we called it right. Rails cut scars through thirsty land. Gold in our eyes, blood on our hands. Old songs buried under stone. The ground remembers what we've done. Hear it hum beneath your feet. A heartbeat slow, a promise deep. The ground remembers stay damned. Town lights flicker, engines cry. Faith so cheap, truth walks by. Prayers whispered, bullets pray louder. Hope tastes like dust and powder. We said the past was dead and gone, but it's been waiting all along. Every crack.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, buddy, how's it
Oh.
going?
Michael, you sound a lot younger.
I know, that's good. You sound, yeah, Michael sounds a lot younger.
Michael.
Sorry.
You're not Michael?
My bad.
It's Michael.
I'm Gaga, right?
No, Michael. Gaga. Mama, tell it.
What's up, buddy? How's it going,
I will
man?
start off by saying,
Yeah.
It was nice to do one where it wasn't centered around a combat situation. It was more.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I was really impressed we avoided any combat.
I was going to say, I gave you a couple of
Sneaking
opportunities, right? I gave you,
Hi, Lucy.
hey, buddy, how's
How's
it
it
going?
going?
It's going good. How are you? No, I gave you a couple opportunities. I thought the card game was one of those things where, I thought that might turn into to one of those barroom brawls. I thought that might be a moment, but we diffused that. You managed to somehow talk your way past all kinds of things. Yeah, I think it was.
Everyone.
Oofy.
Orphe, what's up, little man? Ben says, little man.
Oh,
So
Oofy.
what was the highlight? Like, what was your guys' highlight of the session tonight?
I was sweating with Riberto. Like, I thought he was going to cause problems for me and him when he was trying to get down.
Oh, yeah.
I was sweating.
No.
See, you when I succeeded getting into the VIP area,
I was
you
like,
had
how?
something in mind.
There's no way.
I was just gonna say I dumb lucked my way in, and the dude just like gave up. I was just gonna be like, "Nuh-uh." The dude's like, "Whatever." Like, I don't have time to deal with you.
Absolutely delightful.
Absolutely insane.
Absolutely delightful. That was good stuff. Well, let's see. You know what? So hold on a second, because I'm thinking about it now, right? Silas hasn't been to his room yet. So Riberto and Billy
And we
both
still haven't rested.
got present. Yeah, nobody's rested. You may be about to go into a combat, completely unrested. Yeah, so
Seems like it.
everybody got presents there.
We will. Hold on.
But Silas hasn't gotten a present yet, so
No, he is not.
something interesting.
Yeah, my plan was and still is to go check it out before we go to bed, but it has been one long night apparently.
I was gonna say it's
Seriously.
gotta be like 2 a.m. at this point. Like,
Oh yeah, it's very, very late at this point. It's very, very late.
Yeah.
I also had the idea, since we still have the evil crystals that are causing so many... Oh, I'm hearing an echo of myself in Silas. I want to, like, find someone we don't like and reverse pickpocket them. How big are they?
How big are what?
The crystals, the evil crystals.
Oh, the crystals. The crystals they're probably about 4 inches long and maybe about 2 inches around.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody out in the in chat that's still there that has a question? Do you have any questions about anything? Anything you saw tonight? Anything that's that caught you? What do you guys? So there are a few different things going on, right? There's still some strangeness around the boat that you haven't quite figured out. You got the earthquake thing going on. That's a point of interest.
I got the blue thing with the puff of mist from the orc when I was
Right.
chatting with them.
Right.
I have seen nothing. I just follow
Something-
any sound I hear.
Right.
Something weird, I guess. Some ethereal presence when Benny was around.
Yep. Is someone winning? Is someone losing? So Ben, everybody's winning.
Everyone's having fun.
Yep.
I would say, in theory, I think we're better off than we aren't.
You're better off than
As
you
it
aren't.
stands.
I think we're doing all right. We
Yeah.
are poor, except for Silas, who's hoarding all the money. Doesn't want to
I have no
share a
money.
little.
Well,
I
I'm the
don't
only
have
one who
either.
went to the gaming table.
I know Silas is rich, dude. He's freaking winning at the
Rolling
poker.
it.
Like, you
Yeah,
could
I
have gone to
have
the roulette wheel, Mr. Gunslinger. You could have gone to the tables. You could have done something.
Instead, I just watched over you to keep you safe.
I am not smart enough for that stuff.
He had no idea
See,
what was happening.
The frog is completely out of his element in this situation because he's a survivalist
Water.
and a fighter. No, because he's a desert frog, so he's fine. But I'm a survivalist and a fighter, but I'm not like, he doesn't understand like nuance or like anything like that. He's just,
Obviously.
when the
No
bartender was
crap.
freaking out, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't understand nuance. There's no question about that.
And Benny can attest to that.
Right. Speaking of which, Ben says
I
it
do
sounds like
wonder-
Silas is winning.
I do wonder if it's the she's actually flirting with him, or if it's just the like, oh, you innocent little thing, you have no idea what's happening. Oh, your intentions are pure because you can't comprehend anything impure.
I'm the comedy relief character who's also incredibly strong and will pretty much crush anybody. essentially.
Technically not the strongest in the party, though.
I only made one roll tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I only rolled the dice once. Oh, and you know what? I only rolled the
and
dice
it's a
once.
good
It was the D100 roll on that table.
Oh
Like,
my god.
I
Yeah.
never rolled dice against you guys tonight at all.
It's
Nope.
probably good.
It was like a fully narrative episode, which I love. I think that's great.
You hoarded all of your fear essentially, except for like a couple.
Dude, I
And I
have.
think I farmed a little hope up too.
I only have. I only have 6 fear or 5 fear right now.
Yeah,
I
I
fear,
spent
and
a
then like
couple.
I'm full on hope, I believe.
you're full
I am
on
now
hope,
full.
and you've got Pound Town ready, and then Silas is 4, and I have 4.
Yeah.
So we are. If we take a rest, we'd be ready for combat.
Yeah, if you had a
only
rest.
have one armor. I only have one armor slot left, and I've lost 2 HP still.
Man, I hope that cockroach that
Doesn't
hissing
come to bite me.
cockroach
Probably
is
shouldn't have told Orphe. He was gonna target me.
He does anyway.
No, we'll see. We'll see. It's a beast. We never know what it's gonna do.
I'm the archer. You're supposed to leave me
I-
alone back there.
I have not done anything less than major damage the entire time, so I'll take it.
Major
Nice.
damage. So y'all are on a team. Yes, Ben, they are on a team. So they're 3 people who
Yeah.
are all adventuring together. They're not playing against each other. They're in the story, and it's my job to tell the story along with them, and to give them interesting things to do. So sometimes they fight against other people. In this particular case, they kind of had. This episode was more about them kind of having to use their wits and kind of talk their way around things. There was a little bit of sneaking that was involved. There was a little bit of bribery that was involved. They had to talk some people down. A little bit of investigation. There's some mysteries that are happening right now. Yeah.
Everything with me was an idiot savant moment.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
It really was.
Very, very either
also-
lucky or just.
And Terratex talks a lot of crap about my character, forgetting that my character saved his life. That's literally the backstory.
I think that's still debated. I would have been
Orpheus
totally.
literally said it.
I would have been totally fine out in that desert.
Sounds like y'all enjoyed it. Well, I think everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
That
I had a
was the
good
worst
time.
experience of my life.
I had a great time. All right. Well, I think that's it. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at the cheers and let's see who each of your favorite people are tonight.
Michael, by far.
No. You're you as the player is your favorite people. Let's see. Oh,
Oh yeah, and then we all have max charges.
doesn't tell me. Okay, let's see.
Who's specific?
Riberto, Billy,
Yeah, I got one.
Billy. Billy got kind of even across the board. Stylus,
Yeah.
Stylus, your favorite is definitely Chutch. That's your favorite person tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, for me,
Billy-
it's George then, because George keeps giving me the points.
They're keeping you well supplied. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
I
You know,
got mine evenly spread. Yeah, I'm the people's favorite.
I love it. I love that you're saving those charges too instead, because each of those charges can also be cashed in for advantage, right? Anytime you want to
That's
take
true.
advantage, you can spend a charge. To
I
take
do feel like
advantage.
it's tempting to keep it at 3 though, because 3 is the cool move, and if you lose just 1, you might not have the 3 when you need it.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
still don't know what mine
That's
does.
very true. Hey, and as
That's
you know,
true.
as long as people keep you well supplied and it serves the narrative, then all will be well. But
I wonder if Rob's is like hits everyone in melee range. That'd be cool.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out what Pound Town means next week. Maybe
Like a
Riberto will
domain
finally take us to
expansion.
Pound Town.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. Well, listen, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta go sew some pajama pants. I will. Let's look and see.
I beg your pardon?
So my daughter, my daughter, we did Ben. My daughter is learning to sew, right? And so for her cousin's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, late night stream. Her cousin's birthday is tomorrow, and so for her birthday, she wanted to make her a pair of pajama pants because that was the first thing she sewed for herself was a pair of pajama pants, and so I'm gonna help her do that. So
I love it.
yeah, because I used to sew a lot. I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to sew an awful lot. So
I actually
I would
don't
say
know,
you
so-
are just us doing it so-so at this point.
oh, that's worst. That's the worst thing.
Ah!
Thing of all. Let's see. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Oh god, I got out of my head.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so nobody's playing Daggerheart tonight. Checking to see if anybody's playing D&D. It looks like we've got some D&D people. Let's go do a little D&D raid.
T and the D.
The D's and the D's. Get the D's and the D's. Here, this is Ashened Wagon Adventures. Okay, well they've got fancier assets than I have, but let's go raid these folks. We'll go hang out. They've been up for an hour and 20 minutes. Some late night
Awesome.
Pound Town is going to be crazy. All right, friends, listen. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to the cast. You guys are amazing. We'll get at it again very soon, okay?
Yes.
Love it.
yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Goodbye.
Good night,
Good night.
friends. And good night to all of you out in Chatland. I will see you again next time. Until then, my name is Orpheus Quine. I'm your dungeon daddy. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you very, very, very soon. As soon as I can find the thing. There we go.
Dust don't speak, but it listens close. Every step leaves a debt you owe.